What up, everybody? What up, Martin? What up, Bluegrass? What up, Ross Bell? How's it going, buddy? How is everybody doing? This was kind of a surprise live. I did not plan this at all. I forgot to mute my other side. What did I just do? I just broke it. There we go. All right. So, yeah, this was kind of a surprise live. I was going to be out hunting this weekend, but DNR computer had a malfunction or something, so I'm not getting my tags until this week. So, Pinky in the brain. Hey, you know what? That's right. Pinky in the brain. I'll take that right there.
Hello, Jesse. Hello, Raymond. Ross, Bluegrass, Martin. Hello, all.
So, but the reason I wanted to do this one, since I decided I was going to go live for the first time and like, hey, tinfoil, how's it going? But since I decided to go live for the first time in like, 3 months? I don't even know how long it's been. What up, Randall? In the way the world is right now, I thought it'd be kind of good to do a survival kind of prepping deal.
Zombie apocalypse style.
Yes. We're talking zombies. We're talking. Hey, Rose. What up, 336? And mods, feel free to drop your buddies' links and all that stuff. I don't care about that stuff in my lives. Just don't go over excessive with it. Drop your own links too. I don't care.
Yes, Booster's with us too. Where is he? Yeah. Say hi. He's going to snob you. Sorry, Raymond. I tried.
I can get Booster. Booster. Where's a good puppy? Booster. Booster. Where's a good puppy? Oh, there's a good puppy. So we do have open panel tonight. So if anybody wants to come up and talk any survival or prepping or anything like that.
What did you, Raymond?
You will be free to do so. I will periodically just throw the link in the chat. And yeah, y'all just jump up whenever you feel like it.
You got to show your face, though. You can't hide behind the.
Hey, Miss Lisa Lee.
Hey, Lisa Lee. And no, Raymond, I will not be boxing him. It's too early in the morning and I'd get hurt.
Beautiful couple. It's more like Beauty and the Beast. There's the beauty. Here's the beast.
What do you call me, the beast then?
What up, Funk? Haven't seen you around for a while.
You be fine, Jesse. Get up here.
Jesse, you know some stuff about some outdoor survival stuff. You can come on up. I know
you got to teach me. I know nothing.
All you gotta do is talk to me. I know your voice. Your voice. You have a very distinct voice, Miss Tin. I know you very well. But Jesse, you just got a brand new bushcrafting knife, didn't you? You could show that off. And Felicia is out. Well, why'd you let Felicia out of the house? Why'd you let Felicia out of her cage? Is she just running around the house now? What up, Colin?
Hello, Colin.
There's Tin. That's my Tin.
Sorry.
You can't hide it from me.
I am real. People have seen me in backstage, and that's about the only time that they do. So. Hi, Mandy. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you, too.
Hey, Grace.
I'm digging the camo hats. It goes well with my tinfoil. We all got hats on.
Yeah.
That's because we're.
I literally got out of bed like half an hour ago, so
Oh, hey, no
it's
problem.
holding my hair down.
It looks good.
Hi,
I see
Cody.
you.
Who's Cody? I didn't see Cody come in.
Hello, Cody. I see him.
Do you?
Yep.
Where do you see
Hey,
Cody?
everybody in chat.
Oh my gosh, there he is. There's Cody. What up, Cody? Wow. So if y'all don't know my friend Tin, that way, yeah, somewhere around here. She usually goes live kind of late at night. Every time I catch her, it's like if I'm getting up to go fishing early in the morning or something like that.
Usually because I'm doing like an earthquake update or volcano update. Because I'm on the West Coast sitting on this shit.
Yes. She's definitely looking for the apocalypse.
Yeah, I am. I'm ready for it too. Because I mean,
Give me all the hints I need. I'm gonna need them.
yeah.
I ain't gonna survive. And they
What
better
up,
be
Luke
coffee.
Evans? But
Hope
I said I'm
everybody's-
just gonna keep periodically dropping the link. Anybody wants to come up here and talk any kind of survival, prepping, anything like that, you come on up and it's open discussion night. So, Tin, since you are such a apocalypse person, what kind of prepping do you have in store?
Well, I bought a house that's got a well. I store lots of water. I'm into dry foods, and I realize that you have to have the water for the dried foods. Like God woke me up like 4 years ago and said, bury a Bible and start prepping. Literally, God woke me, like God, I was praying one night and he told me to do this. And then I woke up and it's like, and now I'm buying canned bread. I've got like 100 pounds of dried milk, beans and lentils. I'm trying to get everybody on board with mung beans. No, I know it sounds really gross, but you sprout those things and shit hits the fan, and all you're eating is canned and boxed and dried foods. You're gonna want some live microgreens, and you can sprout these little babies in like 3 days, and you get some fresh veggies, some fresh microgreens. Yeah,
I'd rather eat my toe. Sorry.
I don't know what a mung bean is. I go the traditional route. I buy freeze dried. I'm a big fan of Patriot Supply and stuff like that.
What about MREs?
I got some. Some of them are pretty nasty. I've been testing them out. Yeah, I've been testing them out last few years.
He dropped a pallet of 3-ply
Toilet paper.
Well, thank you, Anti. I appreciate that.
Everybody needs 3-ply.
Oh, yes, definitely.
That way your finger don't poke through it. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, Mandy, I'm really silly, too. JV knows that. Hey, Shift
Welcome
Kicker.
to the family.
Shift Kicker, how's it going? It's open panel tonight, Shift, if you want to come up and talk prepping.
I call myself a Fruit Loop every day.
I'm stocking up on Dr. Pepper. Well, I guess you'll get your sugar and carbs that way.
Lake Fairy turned me on to B&M canned bread.
Yeah.
I know that sounds really gross, but man, if you ain't got nothing to eat, you can't get to the store, and your flour, only lasts up to a year. I mean, you can dry can it and it'll last a little longer. Darmeta.
How do you say that? Darmegent? I see that name everywhere, but I always try not to say their name.
I call her Darmenta or just Darm.
Hey,
I'm
Amy.
not really sure how to pronounce it either.
What up, Mark Anthony?
Isn't that a singer?
It's not that Mark Anthony.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back. I need more coffee.
Oh, you better stock up on your coffee too. They were 11 million pounds short on the coffee harvest in Brazil this year. Yeah, that's not good, people. Get your coffee.
That's actually one.
JB's stocked up on all my coffee for me.
Yeah, I got coffee. That's one thing I always have a definite supply of coffee.
And then sugar. There's a shortage of sugar too. And
Turn your flour into hardtack. Yeah, there you go.
That's only if I'm super desperate. I bought that Old Ways book, and I've been going to the secondhand stores and looking for old casserole books. Because, yeah, you guys, this is the decade of the casserole. We're going back into the 1970s. No food.
I like a good tuna casserole.
Ooh, if you grew up on that shit, you would not be eating it now.
I grew up on it. I love it.
Oh, I think it's just nasty.
You gotta have peas in it, though. I like mine with peas in it.
Yeah, peas in it adds. Yeah, I like that. But my mom didn't make it like that because in the 70s, you guys, it was bad. It was terrible growing up being a kid in the 70s. And the inflation, and it was just a decade of the casseroles. Oh, and I remember going to weddings and they'd have these like potted meat sandwiches that were shaped in flowers, trying to make them look all fancy because they couldn't afford, for the buffet after the wedding.
Yeah.
I know. I remember weird shit. So sorry. I didn't.
Freeze dry. Amy Payne, they actually have those freeze dryers. You can get one for like $1,200. They're not the big ones. What up, Big Matt? But they're not, I mean, I know $1,200 seems like a lot, but I tell you what, if you buy a freeze dryer and you do the work of freeze drying, that $1,200 is gonna pay for itself pretty dang quickly. And I'm really big. So I heard the story where the government is telling farmers to kill their crops. Really?
Why?
Well, fishing local, well, I definitely believe in an apocalypse is going to happen because I'm a Bible believer. And if you read Revelations, it's obviously happening.
Amen.
So, I mean, if God said it, it's going to happen. I don't care what any man tells me. So I do prepare. That's all right, living. That's what I was supposed to be doing this weekend, but unfortunately, my tags didn't show up yet. That's why I'm doing this. So I do think it's good to prepare, even if, like, let's say something happens that I'm not even here.
Oops, sorry.
You're fine. Her husband must have called. But even if something happens, if I have a stockpile and there are people out there hungry and starving and they happen to come upon my stockpile, at least I know it'll feed somebody else.
But why would the government say to kill all the stock?
Who knows?
That's just silly.
Yes, Ross. Water is the biggest thing. And that's why my bug out spot is right next to a river. Water is your biggest thing. And learning how to filter water properly and always boil your water. I don't care what kind of thing you got going on. What up, Greg?
So how would you filter your water in that situation? What would you do?
Well, there's many ways. No, local. It is definitely not the mark of the beast. I could prove that to you right now by opening the Bible. The mark of the beast does not happen until 3.5 years into the tribulation. All you gotta do is read Revelation. But yeah, so the mark of the beast and stuff does not happen until the Antichrist gets on the temple and declares himself God. So that hasn't happened. The temple's not even built yet. So it absolutely can't be the mark of the beast. Now, is it a precursor to the government testing how easily they can get people to fall in line? That very much could be. What up, LNS? I'm gonna warn y'all now. She is on a coffee kick, but if she gets all hypo, y'all have to help me.
No. Come on.
Greg,
Hey.
you want to come up and talk a little bushcraft and survival?
Colin, you want to come up? Ross, Shannon, anyone?
Yeah, anybody's welcome. I said the topic is just survival, prepping. I'd like to hear all what everybody else has going on. What is everybody else plans? What is everybody else's tools they have? As y'all know, I have way more equipment than I'll ever need.
You got enough for 30 people,
Yeah.
if not more. The whole neighborhood. You start your own shop up. My favorite coffee is one in a cup that tastes good. Colin?
I don't know what my favorite. Actually, it might be. It's kind of an expensive coffee. Look up the structure of the. Yeah, I think I've seen that, Judith and Dan. But I see a lot of crazy things. Not you, honey. You're not crazy. You're adorable. All right, there's Colin.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Hello, Colin.
How you doing, Mandy?
I'm getting there. The coffee's kicking in.
Well, when I was talking about coffee, there's different brands of coffee. I think she might try Black Rifle Coffee Company or something along those lines.
Mine is what is it called? Some outdoorsman. I can't even remember.
Death Wish Coffee.
No, not Death Wish.
I can't wait to try that.
Tin's back.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. I figured your husband called.
Actually, I'm in stealth mode. He just came home from the store, so.
Oh.
Hide. Run, hide.
Well, because all of you are making me crazy. That's what he says. Yeah. I know it's not you guys. We're just all like-minded, and he's not. And he voted for Biden, so that tells you a lot.
No comment.
Hey, Monica, how you
Hey,
doing?
Monica.
Hello, Monica.
I haven't sang that to you for a while,
Hey.
Monica.
Hi, Monica.
What up, Frontier?
Hello, Tina.
Frontier, the link's up there if you want to scroll up and grab it and come up. I said we're talking survival, we're talking prepping. I know what Colin's plan is. He is a modern day Robin Hood. If y'all saw my video of me out shooting with him, I didn't get the good stuff because I was his cameraman for when he was doing the trick shots. So all the trick shots are on his. Yeah. He does the old school archery. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a cheater. I use the compound bow.
I think the modern term for old school archery is called bear bow.
Yeah.
Colin,
Yes.
how would you filter water? What would your technique to filter water be?
Actually, I was discussing this on my channel, or when I was on my live. I actually have a chitin hiker at the
A
moment.
what?
Give me a moment. I'll get it and I'll show you.
Okay.
Well, if y'all see my videos, I have one of those. I have a couple of the fancy water filters, but I'm still old school. I'll use a bandana or a t-shirt and I just go to the river, let it filter in, boil
saw
it,
it, yeah.
and cool it and drink it. Now, the only problem with that is if it's really hot and you need a lot of liquid and you got a lot of work to do, you got to have a lot of containers. So in that case, I would suggest some kind of breakdown jug, something that folds up real small but can hold like a gallon, 2 gallons worth of water that you can stock up water with.
Can you use charcoal as a filter?
Yes.
Yes, you obviously can. But I'd still boil it.
Gravel.
Oh yeah, gotta boil it.
Hey, Joy, long time no see.
This is what I use.
Oh, okay. Hi, Joy.
It's just a simple pump system.
Oh, it's a pump.
See, I got a gravity bag. I had a company send it to me one time, and it works great. I've gone to puddles of water, like the dirtiest puddles you can find. And I've hung it up and let it come out, and it comes out crystal clear.
Yeah.
It's
I was planning on picking up some give me a second here. My mind is locking up because I see it in my head. The ones you can get from Walmart for like $20, but the bigger
Life straws.
The what?
The life straws.
Yeah. Life straws.
No, not Life Straw.
The striker.
No.
Hey, Laura.
I bought both the ones from Walmart.
Actually, the ones that Grace uses, she uses the Sawyer Squeeze.
Sawyer.
Oh, Sawyer. There you go.
Sawyer. Yeah.
Because they can filter up to 100,000 gallons of water with proper care. So, I mean, with proper back flushing and so forth. They do gravity feed and all that stuff, so they can do multiple uses. I mean, I like this one because when I'm hiking on the trail, this is what I use the most. For don't have to wait. But I do go through a lot of filters with this one, unfortunately. We got more filters coming, but it works.
Yeah, I bought the Sawyer and I bought the life straws, and then I wanted to buy a Berkey, and my husband's like, "What do you need a Berkey for?" You know, because he doesn't understand what we're going through and stuff. So I went out and bought one of those pure water filter things, and I've collected up about 30 of these filters at $15 a piece. Because I didn't know what to do, people. And so now I'm thinking, I'm just going to buy me a couple of big stainless steel pots and put a couple holes in one of the bottoms and put some ceramic filters in them and make my own Berkey. It's not that I don't have the money to buy one. I just can't justify it to my husband why we should have one. I know it doesn't make sense, but remember, he voted for Biden. Okay.
Brita pictures work too. You can get
Brita pictures do work.
Yeah.
It's a Pure
filters are fairly
Zero.
inexpensive too.
It's the Pure Zero is the one I bought.
Pures work too. You can get them. I'm actually lucky enough that my house actually has a working well just outside the house.
Whatever you say, Monica. Whatever you say.
I didn't get a chance to show JV last time he was here because I wanted to show it to him, but we were so busy doing other things.
What, last night? Last night we weren't doing nothing.
Last time you were here.
Oh, at your house. Okay.
Last night we were like up until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I was up way too late last night.
Yeah, I killed my plan of cleaning out my garage today because I could have slept most of the day.
And I saw a few of you shared me out. I didn't catch who it was. I'm sorry, but whoever shared me out, thank you. Oh, we just got another one. But so all right, so we talked water filtration, we're talking food. What do you guys think of like a bug out bag? Like I know what yours is, Colin. I've seen yours.
Mine's a good one though.
Yes, yours is a good one. So like how heavy do you think your bug out bag should be? Because like I test mine. I got a bunch of packs. Well, anybody that knows me knows I have a bunch of packs. I just bought a new one from my last trip just because I felt like buying a new one. Thank you, Shift Kicker. Hope you're having fun at work.
Hey, Bluegrass.
But my favorite is I have a Free Soldier 100-liter pack. And that one, it's a little on the heavier side, but I've tested it and I can hike my 5 miles every day, which I say is the minimum you should be able to hike every day with your pack. Oh,
Well, the only thing is with the pack you see me carrying is my day one, JD.
Hi.
Hi, baby girl.
Backpack
Hi.
was a 70-liter one.
Hi.
I can carry all the stuff I have in there in that, including
What would be your number one thing that if you had to just grab and go, what would you grab? What
See,
would
I already
benefit you the most?
I have packs already packed for that. Like, I have to grab and go. I have a pack packed for me. I have a pack packed for both of my daughters, and we're ready to go out the door. And we've all tested them. We all know how well they work.
I've got 2, one for me, one for Jenny, but Jenny can't carry much, unfortunately.
Bigfoot, if you want to come up and talk to, links in the. I'll throw it up there.
Bigfoot.
Well, all right.
Lake Fairy, I
What
love
would
you
you
too.
put in your
Lake
pack
Fairy in
that
there?
for someone like me that doesn't know how to prep? What would you put in a bag?
Definitely a knife. Fire starters. I always 4, 5, whatever fire starters. Lots of fire starting. That's your
Yep.
biggest thing. You need to be able to stay warm, and you need to be able to cook food, and you need to be able to boil water. Obviously, a container to carry water and something you can boil the water in, a pot. I like a single walled.
Let's see what he's got there.
Here, single
Thank you,
walled,
Monica.
1,000 milliliter bottle. The reason I like single walled is if you use double walls crack
It
a
will
lot.
explode.
Yeah, they will crack. So single walled bottles are the best. So the ones you buy at Walmart and stuff, don't use those. Those are usually double walled.
I got my MSR set up, which I got lucky when I'm good at finding stuff. It came with a kettle.
Lake Fairy, go take your shower and then come up on the panel here. You and Bigfoot. They
Okay,
just
I'm gonna
got
have to shut the air conditioner off.
Lake Fairy in there too? I didn't even see her.
Well, she just texted me. She's gonna go take a shower. They were fishing today.
Oh, well, Heather, get up here and bring your husband because I know he'll come if you come.
I want to know what they caught. If they caught.
Yeah. But also, cooking sets are a good way, especially pack down for like boiling water and stuff like that. Plus, it gives you something to cook with. Here's a set I have set up. It's a small set. It's a single person.
I got mine set up for multiple people because I got to usually carry for Jenny. Because I can carry more than she can.
I got my spork, but this has got a pot and a frying pan. So I really wouldn't need a bottle of water because I could boil with the pot and the pan and get my water that way. It's Mark in here. What up, Mark? Great live, bud. I enjoyed myself over there.
Okay, here's one for you, JD. Headlamp.
Oh, yeah. I got 2 of those sitting here, too.
Headlamps are, they're a
Oh,
must.
headlamp. Yep. Gotta have those.
Perfect. For one,
First aid kit, you need a first aid kit too.
yep. For one, keeps your hands free.
First aid
Yep.
kit. Don't need much bigger than this.
Well, my first aid kits, I got lots of them from all sizes. Both mine are Energizer. One's a more expensive one. One's a cheaper one. The reason I like these, though, is they run off of AAA batteries. And that's another thing I tell people to stock up on is batteries. I have lots of batteries. There's Bigfoot.
Actually, there's something you might consider, JV. Have you seen those new, I guess you could call them USB batteries
Now.
that are rechargeable that you could plug them into like solar panels and stuff like that?
Yes, actually, because one of my sponsors makes those.
I've been meaning to get some, but I don't have anything like that yet.
I have actually a bunch of them here to show off.
Man, you could have gave me one of those.
I'm so glad you made it up here.
Good to see you, Tim.
What'd you catch?
Yeah, what'd you catch here out there fishing today, bud?
Oh, we got a bunch of bass.
Good eaters.
Of course, Lake Ferry caught the big one.
She always does.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a little compact one. I also like this too because it's got a little hook on the handle, and if all else fails and I need to take somebody's front teeth out, I can. But it's actually a very compact little light, and it's very bright.
Yeah.
But it is rechargeable, and actually the way it charges is by a magnet charger that you can plug into a solar panel. All you gotta do is get it close, it hooks on and starts charging automatically.
That's pretty cool.
We need to talk to Big 101 about that. He loves flashlights, so a rechargeable one would like be divine.
And that's the smaller one. This one's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Same company.
You and Cliff have a lot of flashlights.
Yeah. Well, I have a flashlight company that's a sponsor, so I have a
I
reason.
don't have a sponsor yet.
I have a sponsor, God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit.
Oh yeah, they sponsor me very much.
Well, they don't replace my glasses.
But here's the big ones. These I actually use as my hunt lights. This one's a change out the light.
The filter?
Same one. The only thing I really like about this is it has a remote to it.
We don't have them yet.
I can turn it on by remote and up the brightness and dim the brightness all with remote. So I could have it set up somewhere else and run it.
Okay.
Like if I'm working on a project, I could tie it up in a tree above me, shining down on me in the dark, and use the remote to run it as I need it.
My light is a Avant headlamp. It's like I got two of them for $10, so it was not too bad, and they're water resistant, not waterproof, unfortunately. But they got all the different settings.
I'm walking with them.
It was really cool.
What up, Fox? Shut up, Cliff. I do want to show off. I got something new. Of course, I always get something new.
I don't want to see this.
I actually found this, and I had to have it since we're talking cooking gear.
Your flamethrower.
No, it's not the flamethrower.
No, it's
I still
cooking
haven't
gear.
made the video with the flamethrower.
It classifies as cooking gear.
Well, technically, yeah.
Good job.
I can cook the whole cow at once.
Barbecue.
I bought like this huge cooking set,
Right.
but I like it because I normally use that little tiny coffee pot when I'm out there. It comes with silverware and cups and all kinds of stuff.
Who makes it?
I don't even know. I forgot already. But the coffee kettle is gigantic.
I like mine.
And for a guy who drinks as much coffee as I do, and I've been using those little ones, I love this.
Mine's about the same size as yours.
Exactly. I like the red. I like the red too.
Did it come in a black bag? A black netted bag?
What's not netted? No, this came in a like I don't know.
Because I just bought one too, and I haven't even opened it up, and I got it at Walmart, and now I'm going to mine to see if there's coffee pot in there, because I don't know.
I do
already
have
got a little coffee pot and
My-
a French press just in case.
my little ones come in a netted bag, so that might be the same.
I like these netted bags because once you wash something, you can hang it up in the bag to dry.
Yeah, I've actually got wood gas stoves in one of those.
All right.
No, it doesn't come with a coffee pot, but it does have like cups and lids, and it's got some sporks.
Yeah, like this is the one.
Oh, you got the Coleman one, I think it is.
I think it is. Yeah, and there's some plates in here. This is
Oh, cool! I can't wait to see that one, Greg.
Yeah, I bought it last week, and I hid it from my husband in the tree truck here. So there's like 4 cups, 4 plates, 4 sporks, and then there's some pretty good sized pans in here to cook.
JD, do you have a coffee cup? You got your coffee pot. Where's your coffee cup?
There was 4 cups in that thing.
I mean,
Well, I bought some coffee cups separate.
Generic Walmart brand.
Yeah, I bought some of those separate with the fold down handles. See, I have a Cascadia bug out car. And I know a lot of people are like, what's a Cascadia bug out car? Well, I have an old Honda Element that actually converted to a little camper. And there's 7 days worth of food and water in there because I live, on the West Coast where it's going to rock. And so I've got stuff in my car for 7 days. And then I know where I got my prep stack approximately, and I can start digging into my rubble of my structure to get to my stuff.
So here's the deal. Bigfoot, do you have anything to chime in on this? Actually, we haven't heard anything out of you, and your name is Prepper.
I do have some thoughts. I didn't bring stuff for show and tell, but I have stuff to share. I think the number one, if we're talking bug out bags, the number one thing that people tend to overlook is the fact that you can't carry an 80 pound bag.
Right.
If you got to hike 10 miles through the forest, you're going to want to have that about 30 or 35 pounds.
Amen.
And then you can't always guarantee that you're going to have sufficient water. So you figure water is going to be a little over 8 pounds per gallon.
Yep.
Okay, so there's no way you're going to be able to carry all the water that you need. So you're going to have some way to filter water, whether you can have a Sawyer Mini or a Life Straw. That's fine. Some type of canteen that you can store water in that won't break. And then, like JV, I think you mentioned it. It's some type of water bladder where you can collect more water, but when you're not using it, it collapses up nice and tight and small.
And that one I did find at Walmart. They actually have a very nice plastic water jug that folds down to like this big.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid to shop at Walmart, people. I know a lot of the big name survivalists and all that stuff will talk down Walmart gear, but Walmart has a lot of hidden gems in there. And I actually did an eBay challenge one time where I spent $200 on eBay and bought a whole survival kit and went out for 3 days out in the wild with that survival kit. And I was just fine. And it was all the cheapest stuff I could find on eBay. But not the cheapest. The cheapest stuff that I could find that looked like it was going to work.
Yeah. There's a difference.
Bigfoot, I hate to say this. I mean, you're making me feel bad because I carry a 70-pound bag regularly.
Most people can't do that.
See, that's why I said
that's what I go backpacking with.
Test
a 70-liter bag.
As I said,
fine for me.
I would say a minimum of 5 miles a day. If you cannot take your pack a minimum of 5 miles a day, it's too heavy. Figure out how to lighten it down.
I already did that. I took out the poles for my tent. I use my hiking poles for my tent poles. So I mean,
another little tip I'd like to share. I can't like if you're in a family and you have multiple people that are planning on bugging out with these bags, a lot of times people are very tempted to maybe put all the medical supplies in one bag and don't do that. Things. But really, you shouldn't do that because if something happens to one of those bags, each bag should be self-sustaining. Unit.
I mean, even little kids can carry something as small as something like this.
That's why I said I have a pack set for me, I have a pack set for my daughters, and each one of them are made so that if something happens to me and it's just my daughters and my pack's out of the deal, my daughters have all the gear they need in their pack to keep on going.
Yep.
And now I got to pack one for Amanda too.
No, this is one of my go-tos, JV. I think I showed this one to you. This is my more light my fire.
All right, so now we're going to get into the cool stuff that everybody likes talking about in survival. Let's get to cutting gear.
Well, I mean,
I'd rather
I
talk
come with a
about
built-in, ferro rod.
not helping. It's squishing my leg.
But
And ladies, really consider the weight of your bag, because when I built one originally, I weighted, it was like 38 pounds and I could barely really carry it. And now I had to go down to 19 pounds. And so I had to downgrade and figure, well, this is more important than that. But you got to have it at a weight that you can pack, like you said, for at least 5 miles.
so anti-jack, that's a very good point. Little kids aren't going to be able to carry much, but you can still put small. Good thing for kids is like, let's say like me, I have a lot of freeze-dried food, but obviously if all hell breaks loose, I'm not going to be able to take it all with, but I can take a very small backpack like I have over here. If any of y'all buy freeze-dried food,
I do.
y'all know it doesn't weigh very much.
No.
So I could take a really small backpack like this one, put like a week's worth of freeze-dried food in it, and a small kid could carry that around. So yeah, their pack would be not self-sufficient, but you're also going to be the one, if you have small kids, you're going to have you're going to have stuff for them. And your kids ain't going to need their own separate shelter. They're going to be sleeping with you. And I hate to say it, if something happens to you, obviously kids are caught too. I mean, they're not going to get off on their own.
Well,
But
I have a suggestion for small kids. I'm not for those who you don't want to put a lot of weight on their shoulders or anything like that. It may sound silly. Fanny packs work really good for little kids.
there you go. Very good idea.
Good idea.
This is what you call a tactical fanny pack. Doesn't fit me.
But here's what I'm talking. Here's a 72-hour supply right here of Patriot Pantry. It weighs like nothing.
What is it?
It's a 72 hours freeze-dried food kit.
No, what's in it is what I'm saying.
Oh, I mean, there's lots of different meals in it. I can't even remember what's all in it. We got
what I eat, so that's the reason I'm asking.
we got potato soup in here. We got cream and chicken rice. We got Maple Grove oatmeal. You know, I think it's even got like powdered milk in it. If I remember
Is there
right.
mushrooms in there?
I have no idea.
I would have to worry about that myself, but I'm one of the few.
You'd have to do your own though, wouldn't you, Colin?
I don't know. I have to I have to scrutinize everything that comes in prepackaged to make sure I can eat it.
But
Do you guys buy Mountain House?
I like Mountain House. I can't have the spaghetti.
What's your
because they have
favorite? What's
mushrooms.
your favorite?
Breakfast skillet.
Oh, mine's the biscuits and gravy.
No, the chili mac's not bad.
Yeah, the chili mac's really not too bad either. I've been actually eating one a week just to get used to it, just in case.
Yeah, it's a little spicy, but it's good.
Yeah.
There's one. The beef stroganoff I know for a fact I cannot have.
What up, Polar Bear?
Mushrooms.
Oh, because it's got the mushrooms in it.
Yeah.
all right, so now that we're going to talk knives,
Sorry for bringing it up first.
that's all right. Here's my personal one. This is very expensive. I had this custom made, the sheath and everything. That's what I mean. It says JV on it. The knife is custom made. I've never had to sharpen this knife. I almost cut my finger completely off with this knife one time doing knife safety of all things. I was teaching knife safety. I almost cut my finger off in front of
Note
Oh,
to
God.
self, don't do that.
But I also have a giant ferro rod in it. This thing's going to last me forever. I'm going to be able to start fires forever with it. But people that are on a budget, I have a few budget knives, but unfortunately, as of this day, what up, Matt? unfortunately, as of this day, this knife has been discontinued, which I am very sad because it was like $20. It was like one of the best $20 knives I ever found. This was a Timberwolf Wild Steel. My daughters each have one of these in their pack. It is stainless steel. People are going to be like, oh, you need carbon. But I hate to tell you this. If you plan on being in the woods for 5 years, stainless steel ain't ever going to rust.
True.
Yes, you do have to keep a sharper edge on it longer. Like, you got to sharpen it more often. But it's never going to rust. You're always going to have a blade.
Yep.
Well, I've got, for skinning purposes, I've got the Schrade. And you can see the steel right there.
Do as I say, not as I do. JV. Would you say? Oh, about being very expensive. I go expensive because I'm crazy. As I said, I have more gear in my house that I could take everybody on this panel and probably everyone and their family members camping tomorrow, and I have enough gear for everybody.
And it'll be the wrong hand for me, and I can't use it because I'm left-handed.
But this little knife also came with a little ferro rod. It's not the greatest ferro rod. It does work. I have made videos, tested it. It works just fine, but it's not very big. Now, actually, when I did my video with SD Mountain Man, you guys didn't get to see a lot of this knife because that video got cut short because my dog got sick.
Miss Amanda.
The pause button.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, and I did forget to unhit the pause button when we were building. So we built those chairs and everything, and nobody got to see any of it because, I wasn't recording the whole time.
Davey, I got some stuff I gotta get into. I appreciate you guys having me up here for a few minutes.
Hey, no problem, but thanks for coming up, man.
Are you doing your show tomorrow, Bigfoot, or tonight?
What's that, 10?
Are you doing your show tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay, that's what I thought.
All right. See you guys. Love y'all.
Bye. Love you, Bigfoot. Love you, Lake Fairy. Call me, girl.
Bye.
No.
It's having concessions that were gross.
Heard you caught a big one.
There you are, girl.
Yeah, it was almost 2 pounds. Almost.
Woohoo!
Hey, better than 1 pound.
Thanks.
JB, I'm not sure if I got to show you.
Look at that sweet couple. You two are too cute to me.
That is cool.
Aww.
Is that a Bigfoot size mug? No, JB, I don't use the small stuff like you're using, like titanium eating ware. U.S. military.
Ooh, nice.
Knife, fork, and spoon set.
Well, Gabriel, I can't understand what you're saying, but welcome in, bud.
Hey, Duck, thanks for coming. Gabriel, how you doing?
Poquito Espanol.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe Jesse could tell us what he's saying.
Jasse's not here.
He
Say,
was.
buy your socks and
Mhm.
chonies now. It's going to be a dark winter.
What up, Tom? You want to come up, Tom? Tom is a knife expert. Actually, Tom probably tell you what that knife is you have.
Oh, that's right. This one.
Buenos no.
Exactly. Tom sniffed out the knife part.
I
This
put
knife,
out it was the Mora, the call of the Mora.
but this knife right here, I actually quite enjoyed. I said I didn't get to use a lot of it, and now because I gave one to Half Face Outdoors too a while back, and he keeps telling me he loves it, but he ain't doing YouTube right now because he's too busy building his house.
Makes sense though.
Yeah, he's building a cabin out in the woods. He literally bought land out in the woods, and he's building a cabin from the ground up out in the woods with his own 2 hands.
Nice.
It's pretty sweet. But he says he loves this knife, and I took it out, and I tell you what, I was quite impressed with it too. And I think this knife was like $25, and it came with pretty decent sized ferro rod, and it started to fire pretty easy.
I gave all my knives to my nephew.
That's all right, honey. I got plenty for me, you, your nephew. Is he going to get service?
Or me for my birthday?
Is he going to get service? That's the question with Tom.
Someone send him Wi-Fi.
Hello,
What up,
Palmetto
Kevin?
Cats. That's a cool name.
Hey, Palmetto, how you doing?
That's Kevin. He's a
Oh, I
good guy.
didn't know his first name. I've only
Yeah.
known him as Palmetto.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Good guy.
I've talked to him before, I believe.
Good Christian man. I like the guy.
Anybody who's got the name Cats in their name, I like. Yeah.
Well, it's not that kind of cats. He's a cat fisherman.
Oh.
Jamie, did I tell you this? Because
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thanks, man.
Tom, I don't think you're going to make it up here, bud.
Oh no.
We got the circle of death.
Oh. Sorry, I had it upside down. I'm not sure if it's too close or not. There you go.
Is that your compass?
Yep.
Yes. Another thing, people, compasses. How many of y'all can use a compass and a map?
Me?
Can I lie?
Can you lie? Sure, nobody will know.
I had to learn in Girl Scouts.
U.S. military, Army.
Yeah, I had a
so
pretty
much
good
to teach
Girl
me.
Scout leader because, like, she actually did teach us some things. You know, not every Girl Scout leader would do that. So,
Yeah.
like, that was one of the things when we went on a camp out. She had hidden something and kind of gave us an area, and we were supposed to follow, you know, the instructions and use the compass and the map and then she also showed us how to bake potatoes in the ashes of the coal ashes, you know. And I mean, you know, yeah, granted I was only like 9, 10, maybe 11, but hey, those are life-saving things that I have today. Thank you,
What up,
Girl
Beef?
Scout.
How's it going, bud? Keeping it real. How's it going? Tom's saying put your knife up there and he'll see if he can figure it out.
Okay.
Can I keep it real?
Okay, before I do that, I'm going to show something to you real quick, JB. I actually do carry a fishing kit with me no matter where I go.
Hey, kicking it. Yeah, those are nice. Always great.
I made this one. It was just for hooks, but I added up all the stuff to it.
Another
Here's
great
the knife.
thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Another great thing to have in your pack. Fishing line, hooks. You don't need weights. You don't need bobbers, but fishing line and hooks, minimum.
Okay, can you make me big for this one?
Yes. All right. Tom, see if you can tell us what this knife is.
Hey, kicking it. And when you're talking about the fishing wire, you're talking about like spider wire, right?
No, spider wire is the worst line on this planet.
Why?
I hate spider wire.
It
It's
doesn't
most-
break.
Walmart brand fishing string that comes with their fishing reels.
Yeah.
Mono or braid?
Not even they're braid, they're mono.
I
Spider
can't
wire
find
is one of the
any words
worst.
on this, Tom, at all. I mean, it's really, you know, you saw the condition.
There you go, Fox. Cliff's got it. Trash bags. Trash bags a good one too.
Yeah.
And aluminum foil. Believe it
What
or
is
not.
Aluminum foil.
Guy's name
Yes.
is-
Okay,
Need your
and I'm going
aluminum
to tell
foil.
you why, because you can line the back of your shelter with it if you've got it long enough. You can use it as a windbreak for your fire. There was a couple other things. What was it?
But that just led me to another point. I'm glad you brought up.
Because like I literally took a roll of foil and pulled it out and folded it really neat and small. So I've got a bunch of heavy duty foil with, you know, in my pack because, well, you can cook in it too.
Yeah, you can.
You know,
If you can ever get a hold of Boy Scout, there's a lot. Actually, here's a really good series. If you want to learn survival and you're just getting into it, well, first, if you're just getting into it, this book by itself is one of the greatest books I think has ever been written. It's kind of bushcraft for dummies.
I need that.
Dave Canterbury.
It is very good. Yeah, and you know who wrote this. It's very good. I have the whole set.
I'll be
I didn't know there
borrowing
was-
that one of those.
You're going to be learning hands-on when you get over here because we're going to be spending most of our time. I have the whole box set.
How much was the box set?
I don't. It's been a while since I bought it. I've had this box set forever. I'm struggling to find warm camping blanket that packs small. Well, good luck with that. The smallest I do have a 0 degree pack or a zero degree sleeping bag, and it's not mummy style because I hate mummy style. I have very broad shoulders, and they don't make mummy packs for guys with broad shoulders
or big bellies.
Yeah. Well, actually, the big belly never gets in my way. It always seems to be fine there. It's always the shoulders. Like I can't zip it up over my shoulders.
Yeah, or my big feet. Like small toe boxes suck.
It doesn't pack super small, but I will say this about the Coleman. There is a Coleman 0 degree bag, and I have tested it many times in South Dakota winters. We get like 50 below here. And I've always been snug as a bug, and it's plenty warm. And we're built the same there, Kevin. And I have plenty of room inside it to move around. I don't feel like, I don't feel like I'm trapped in a condom.
That's why I put it.
Oh, I think Tom just give you a right there. Tom said that's a 60s Saber Mountain Man knife.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool.
Was sold as a novelty reenactment knife. See, I told you Tom would know. I told you Tom. Tom is a knife genius.
The thing is, it's really funny, Tom. I actually do reenacting. I do. I'm going to a rendezvous next weekend.
But yeah, the Coleman pack, it does pack down smaller than a lot of the packs do. I will say that because it does have you can pull the things down and squish it down as far as you can. But I mean, when you're going cold weather packs, I mean, you can't get too small because you got to stay warm when it's below 0.
Can we get breadsticks too?
Oh no, shift kicker! I didn't. Oh,
what happened? 10.
Prepping 101 had to put probably Coco down.
Oh,
he's had that dog since he was a teenager. It's
my condolences, Prepping 101.
Yeah. Oh man.
Jenny just got home from the Renaissance Fair.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey.
Hi, Jenny.
Jenny, we are like crazy. Somebody's knocking on my door.
Look at me.
What up?
Who could it be now?
Your daughter let me use it.
Oh, all right. I didn't even know you had it. Well, thanks.
What'd you get?
Card. Oh, well, you could have kept it. I didn't even know you had it.
Found out this is a 1960s Saber Mountain Man knife, reenactment knife.
Nice.
Boating to the island, not carried. Oh, then yeah, you can take whatever pack you want. But yeah, I'm telling you but if you only need like a 20 or 40 degree bag, yeah, you can get real small ones. And starts with an O. What's the heck's that name of that company?
Ozark.
No, not Ozark. Even though I did buy an Ozark trail backpack, and I was very, very impressed with it. It was very comfortable to carry, and I was very, very impressed with it. Now, for longevity, I haven't tested that yet, but for my first outing with it, I hiked it for a couple miles with it, and I was very comfortable with it. But it was one of their more spendy ones. It wasn't one of their $20 ones. I spent $65 on it. But
yeah, Ian's got one.
Let's see. See if I can find it.
I also bought one of those little box stoves that folds down.
Those are nice.
That you don't have to have, necessarily fuel. You can just find, tinder and little pieces.
There you go, kicking it. Olympia. I don't even have to find it. Thank you.
Olympia.
Another one that I don't think they're super expensive. See, I try to give people ones that aren't like super expensive. I know most people are on a budget. Not everybody spends all their money on gear like I do.
Heavy, but I'm taking it.
But I think it's called Teton or whatever.
Yeah, Teton.
They're a budget company. They're not like super low budget. Like you're still gonna spend decent money on their gear, but you're not gonna spend $600 on a sleeping bag,
like High Sierra or anything like that.
You'll still spend like $100 on a good sleeping bag, but it's good stuff. I quite enjoy their stuff. So Teton is a good one to look up.
High Sierra is not bad though.
Yeah,
because Ian's got a High Sierra backpack.
But I mean, like if you buy, let's see, what's some of the big name companies? I don't even really know because I don't use them. I said I'm always. All right, yeah, Nemo Sonic. Have you guys ever heard of Nemo Sonic?
No.
Nemo Sonic. You'll spend like $600 for one of their sleeping bags, and yes, you're going to be super warm in it, and they're comfy and they look pretty. But most people ain't got $600 to spend on a sleeping bag.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So that's why I said like Teton or whatever. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany.
They're a very good budget company. I said they're not like low budget. You're not going to go to eBay or Amazon and type in cheapest one and they're going to pop right up. But they will be a little further down the list. Yeah, Teton Sports. Thanks, you, Cliff. Yeah, that sucks about the puppy. I know how he feels because I know Charlie's, especially after that last camping trip. And, that's the third time I've had to come home early because Charlie couldn't make it the whole time. Yeah, so I think he's about done too. He doesn't even get up and move very often anymore. He just lays around the house.
But he got to go on a trip with you, which is still good. I saw him playing in the water in your video.
Oh.
Yes, exactly. Western Mountaineering. That's another one of those high-end sleeping bags. Again, you're going to get what you pay for. It's a good sleeping bag. You spend $600 on the
climate gear.
Climate gear is a good one too. But actually, Climate, their sleeping pads, I own a few of those, and I bought the thermal extra large sleeping pad. Man, that thing is. That's one thing I'm glad I spent the money on because that thing is comfy and it is
got my
warm.
Thermarest. I'm happy with my Thermarest, and I paid next to nothing for it.
I'll throw down the link again. Anybody wants to come up and talk survival or prepping, come on up. Everybody's giving great ideas in the chat. I mean, the chat's rocking it tonight. I'm loving this. I love it when people are.
Cliff says War Bonnet. I'm not familiar with them.
I have never heard of War Bonnet. I can look them up.
Serious question. If you own pets, and not just dogs or cats or birds, but like livestock and everything else, if things hit the fan, you got to make that decision, don't you?
Yeah, you're gonna have to leave
obviously you can't take your dog or anything with you.
You can take your dog. Dogs are pretty self-sufficient.
Carry their own packs.
Like Charlie, I've taken him, and we've only lived off the land. And like, I'll catch catfish, and I'll do things like just cut the head off and feed him the heads, and he'll eat them, and they don't hurt him. Or same thing, like I'll cut a squirrel. I'll kill a couple squirrels. I'll take everything I want and then just leave the rest in a pile, like the bones and everything, and he just goes and eats that. They're dogs. They can digest way better than we can.
Oh, yeah.
But would you let like cows and everything? Would you just let them free and
Yeah.
let them run, or
They're
It
just
depends on what kind of livestock you have, actually. Because some livestock you can actually take some with you and use them.
yeah,
as
like goats.
animals
That's
and
why a
stuff like
lot of homesteaders keep goats, because you could take a couple of goats with you. You don't have to feed them; they'll just eat grass as you go.
Yep, that's true.
They'll eat anything, not just grass.
Yeah,
Yep,
they'll eat
the
they'll eat the
thorny
neighbor's laundry
bushes.
as you go down.
or your shirts if you're not careful.
They'll eat through a blackberry thicket in a few days.
Thanks for sharing me, Kevin.
Here's something for I'm not sure if you have or not, JV. I didn't get the chance to show you this. It's one of these that most people use them for sterno, but I use this with my alcohol stove.
Oh yeah.
And you could probably use it for twigs if you wanted to.
See, Daddy Duck, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's why I keep my dog so fat. If all hell breaks loose and I'm starving, I'm sorry, Charlie. He's going to feed me for a month.
I'm sorry, I don't care how starving I am. I'm not eating my dog.
We're
Okay,
not from China.
Okay, Scott, another great point. Fishing poles, guns. Here's what I tell, because a lot of people buy a million guns. They got these gun rooms. I mean, it's nice. It's fun. I have a lot of guns too. I have lots of them. But I have my certain guns and certain guns that are stockpiled on ammo, because I'm only taking 3 with me. I'm taking one of my shotguns. I'm taking my 30-30, and I'm taking a pistol. And that's the only 3 guns I'm taking with me. All the rest of them are getting left here, because I can't take them all. So, yeah, it may be fun to have all the guns. And, yeah, I love going out and shooting all my guns and blowing stuff up. But when it comes down to, what am I going to rely on? The 30-30 is a proven. I mean, that's the frontier gun from old days. You know it's going to last.
I'm not going to say much, but I like my 22 Marlin 22. It's very versatile for what it can be used for.
They are nice, but I also, obviously, I'll probably be heading north. I'm heading to colder weather.
Moose.
So I'm going to have things like moose and caribou, and I don't want to be shooting 722 rounds into a moose trying to kill it.
Oh, no. That's where my other gun comes into hand. My shotgun comes into handy for that one. And that's what's going to be carrying slugs.
All right, so since we've gone this far, to everybody that's in the chat, we're going to do a giveaway. I promise giveaways. We're doing giveaways to everybody that's in the chat today. And since it's survival and since it's stuff like that, we're going to give away stuff related to survival and to prepping.
Shift Kicker, want to let you know I did just call Lake Ferry and to have her reach out to prepping. So anyhow, I digress.
Oh, you're fine.
Jenny's not a fan of pistols, unfortunately.
Well, I tell you what, in the wild especially, I mean, that's why I like a 30-30 too, is how often do you buy ammo? Let's just say I don't have to buy any more ammo because I did all my stocking up before everybody went crazy. Because I was a true prepper and a true survivalist.
Right.
I prepped and survived.
You misspoke. You said you were past tense.
Yeah.
You're not.
No, I'm not anymore. What should I give away first?
You're giving away stuff?
Oh, I'm giving away stuff.
Oh, I didn't know you did that.
Oh, I do.
Well, I didn't come here to get stuff, just so you know.
Well, if you get stuff, you get stuff.
I'll just donate it forward like I did with Bigfoot when I won a book.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, Palmetto, if you come across a good deal, buy more. You can never have enough. Never have enough.
1 is none, 0 is, or 2 is 1, right?
Yeah.
3 is just enough.
Exactly.
Here's a great thing people don't think about. Do you have a plan on where you're going? I have a plan. I know my very first stop, and I know I can live there for a very long time.
We have a partial plan.
I have a plan. I know exactly where I'm going.
I'm following you.
All right, that's the first thing we're going to give away.
Cool.
Where's the knife?
That's a knife.
No, that's a nice one.
That's just the sheath. Where's the knife? I hit the wrong one. There's the combo right there. Sorry. I was like, that's only $18. When the heck did it go down in price so much? Never mind. It was just the sheath. Exactly. See, Shift's got a plan. It's good to have a plan. If you have a plan, then you have a mental note how far you're going to travel each time you go. Again, that also replies on how heavy your pack's going to be, how far you're going each time, how much gear you're going to take with you. Will that fillet deer? Yes, it sure will. Any knife will technically fillet a deer, if it's sharp.
Though I'm not looking.
I just tested this very knife. Me and SD Mountain Man both went out and tested these knives out just this last weekend. And the first place I'm going is to a liberal's house and taking his stuff.
Oh my God.
Very true. He ain't gonna have a gun to save his stuff.
No. Oh, that's funny. That's so true, though.
All right.
They're trying to get somebody who's my age or older who has a stick shift vehicle and left-handed gear, which they can't use.
Yes, 9mm, 22 is good. 357, obviously. 357 you can take a moose down with. I like the 9mm. I don't care because this is mine. I show guns off all the time. This is my 9mm. This is my wood gun. It's not the prettiest. It's not the best. This is the SAR B6P. This gun right here, the reason I use it as my sidearm all the time is it is built to take a beating, and it does not. You can't break this gun. You absolutely cannot break this gun. So if you're not in a rural environment, should you operate on a defensive mindset or an offensive mindset?
Yes. I say yes.
Yeah, yes. Offensive is try to make a plan on how to get the heck out of a big city or something like that. Defensive, keep your stuff safe until you figure out how to get out of there.
So it'd be both. Both is right.
Yeah, so both is right. But all right, so we're gonna give away this knife. As you can see, I purchased this twice. As I said, once I gave one to Half Pace, and then once I bought for me and SD Mountain Man. But it is a single tang. Comes with the it's got a Scandi grind.
I was getting ready to ask you what the grind was.
Hello, Eric.
Eric here. What up, Eric? I hope your wife is doing good. Everybody pray for Eric's wife. She's got COVID.
Oh.
It's got a leather sheath, ferro rod, and it's good. It's a very good knife. It is carbon steel, and I know all you outdoorsmen love the carbon steel. What y'all fencing? Well, you're just in time, Arkansas. We're about to give away a good knife, and I know you like knives. Arkansas living here. So what we'll do, how many we got in chat? 23. So we'll do a number between 1 and 50. Do not put a number in until I type go in the chat. I almost hate doing giveaways because I always have to go. But Everybody gets to pick one number, the closest without going over, or is right on wins. Everybody can only pick one number.
You cannot
And
change
if
the
two
number.
people pick the same number, Arkansas, I swear. If two people pick the same number, it's whoever picked that number first wins. So we're going to go 1 through 50. Let me think of a number. All right, I've written down the number. All right. So let me get rid of this. And go. I got an overstuffed leather recliner and great views. Ricky's in the house. I didn't know you were here, buddy. Amanda, I'll bite you.
I'll bite you back. Just you remember that.
Get a room
No.
I'm in my room.
together.
If only, if only.
Too much information. I don't need to know that.
La, 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 la. I wasn't even paying attention. Did anybody get the number?
I don't know. I don't know what the number is.
Oh, we had somebody. Oh, somebody's going to be mad. Somebody was 1 over. StreamYard has a giveaway tool now. I haven't done a live in 3 months, so I don't know what's all going on.
Oh, there it is.
You weren't all supposed to guess yet. All right, Anti-Jack, you're fired. I said only one number.
Yeah, you're out.
All right, so I'm putting
You've been
stop in.
disqualified.
Stop. All right, so I'm going to recheck just to make sure.
I didn't win. I can guarantee I didn't win.
The number was
I did.
36.
Yep, I was right. I didn't win.
And it looks like Ricky's going to be mad because he was 37, so he was 1 over. So he doesn't win.
I don't think anybody got it, did they?
Scott Swift was the closest without going over.
33.
And then Grace later said the same number.
Oh,
Yeah, but I laid down the rules. The first one to put it gets it.
Yes, God!
but again,
So
there goes
Scott
Scott.
Swift, you win. If I have any
Woo!
mods in here, will you please drop my email, or you can go over to my about page, my email, my Facebook, everything's in there. Scott, I think we're friends on Instagram and stuff too. If not, me and Joy definitely are.
Go, Scott.
I was half that I get the shit.
I hit 22 first. As soon as he said go, I hit 22.
You know, Arkansas, I bet you got some really good, interesting things you'd like to say about prepping and survival. Would you like to come up here, buddy?
Arkansas, come up here, please.
Why is it broken?
Uh-oh. Did you hear what? See what Cliff said?
What did
Your
Cliff
wood
say?
No.
gun shoots blanks.
His wood gun shoots. Cliff, we're not getting back into that today. That's for the late night shows on Colin's channel.
I'm not. Well, I could. Maybe later.
Why is you not working? Stop it.
I'm getting low on Pepsi, so come on, be gentle on me here.
We're gonna do more giveaways as the night goes, people. Thank you, Monica. Monica. Yes, I did type go before. Everybody was right.
But you said go too, so
Yeah. Tinfoil is. I'm gonna tell you this, Anti. If you're ever up in the middle of the night, and you see tinfoils on, I guarantee you, go in there. You're gonna have a good time.
You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. I just got a private message from somebody.
You're inside. I'm
Well, the
wondering
man-
if you're related.
Oh wow, that was forever ago. I should pay more attention to stuff, huh? What up,
Eric
Boxy?
Burnside, are you related to me?
Who?
Me?
No, Eric Burnside. I wonder if I'm related to him.
I highly doubt it. If you ever see Eric Burnside, I guarantee you're probably not.
Not a lot of Burnsides around.
Anything's possible.
Did you know that the name Burnside came from General Burnside, who had sported the first sideburns during the Civil War?
Well, that guy would have been my hero.
Yeah, he used to have, he had those ones that came way out, and
You like button
took-
chops?
Yeah, and they took Burnside, his name, and changed it to Sideburn. That's where you get the word sideburns from. It's General Burnside.
I don't have
Civil War.
sideburns.
All right,
Sideburns
so
aren't in.
here's a good thing. Anybody out there in the chat has a question, feel free to ask. We'll answer it the best we can. I've always told people forever in my chats, I am not the know-all, beat-all of everything.
You sure?
I do have a good set of, because I practice all the time. Like, I know knots. I practice knots a lot. I practice them while I'm at work, actually.
I'm not going to ask the question I'm thinking of right now. So no.
Don't start, Colin.
Don't start.
Don't start.
Mhm.
You will start me. It's not going to be pretty.
She's been
I
drinking
need
a lot
to
of
link
coffee
it
too. Don't get
to
her started.
Colin's channel, because I don't think I'm subscribed.
Well, let me see here. I don't think I have. Let me get the.
All right. So, what should we go on for the next topic then? All right, more cutting tools. Axes. Are axes a good thing to take with you?
It depends.
It's got to be somewhere in your notes, probably.
I mean, I do have mine, but I showed you that,
Yep.
last night. It needs some work though. I got my friend of mine, Drake Custom Knives. I'm not sure if you know him.
Oh, Tom, you were way late. I put stop in a long time ago before you put your 35 in. And I gave everybody like 5 minutes. So I can't. You got internet like
Did you get a
the
chance
field
to
guide.
get any,
I always find her hilarious. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Here comes trouble.
Stop!
What?
Hey, Arkansas, how you doing?
I can't hear myself. Hold on a minute. What's
There
that?
you go.
We love you, Ark.
No, it's
Yeah.
bueno. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
Well, it looks like he just got home probably.
Oh,
I actually have an aunt that lives in Arkansas. So
Okay, anyway, back to the subject. Is an axe a good thing to take with you or not? Is it a good prepping tool?
Yes.
it depends if you're bugging in or not because of weight.
Yes. They do play a lot of weight. That's why a small best shoes for bugging. That's very, there are so many good, and hiking boots, obviously, and you want something waterproof. And I would actually go something tall. I know, everybody does the low cuts nowadays, thinking they're great for hiking, but if you're actually bugging out,
I like these.
I tend to go with boots that
Hi, Mike. Hi,
what up, Mike? Yes, I actually did go live. I know. But I would go boots that go halfway up, your calf. Because especially
So
where I
cowboy
live, you never
boots?
know if you're gonna not cowboy boots. They have hiking boots that go halfway up calf. I do have lots of cowboy boots, but flip-flops. Rex, you live in Texas.
Actually, the most comfortable pair of boots I ever wore was Gore-Tex military boots. Combat
I've
boots.
just-
Those were really comfortable.
I've just realized something.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Jody and
hell.
Scott just moved, didn't you? That's why I haven't seen you forever. Oh, sorry, honey.
You will be.
Hey, Roxy.
I'm not going to be able to have pink camo if all hell breaks loose because I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb.
No,
Yeah.
your pink camo is going to go in the trash, and I'm going to pull out the other camo I bought for you.
No, what you could do is just you dunk the pink camo into a barrel of walnuts and just boil it.
But it's not pink.
It'll stain it.
Exactly, kicking it. Honey, if we're trying to survive, style is going to be the last thing you're thinking about.
Now,
Yes,
also,
you need to make a fashion
going
statement.
gray man would probably
Shit
be a
hits
good
the
idea
fan.
too.
This here is my favorite axe I've ever owned. It is actually a 22 incher, so it's long enough to chop wood and get work done, not just hatchet. But it's only a 2-pound head. And this is the Hudson Bay Council Bluffs. Council Bluffs. Mike came in here. Now I'm thinking of Council Bluffs. But it's this is the Hudson Bay Council tool. It's made in the U.S.
Hey, Mike. Sorry, I didn't catch you in here earlier.
But it only weighs 2 pounds. It's got a 2-pound head. And so it's light enough. Plus, you can still do work. It's a good
Well,
axe
I
to do
like
work
mine.
with.
Mine was only $10, and it does everything I need. I just need to get the.
I mean, I like hatchets, but let's say I'm actually me, Mandy, and my girls have to run up to way northern Canada. We're not going to want to live under a tarp for the rest of our lives.
Oh, I've got my Collins. I got my big Collins in my trailer.
Cutting down a bunch of pine trees with this to build us a trapper cabin is not going to be fun. It's going to take me forever.
But then would you?
Much more efficient tool.
Baby.
But what about a saw?
Honey, thank you. That was my next point I was going to
Yeah, I
bring
was just thinking about that. Those little saw
up.
things.
Those things,
All right.
use your Leatherman saw.
I got this from Cliff. I won it from Cliff. So this.
But those saws, I actually am going to do a video because I have a bunch of those from one sponsor I actually dropped because he kind of turned into a Dirk face. But I am going to do a video teaching you how to make one of those into a bow saw.
This is actually made for making into a bow saw.
Yep. I'm going to do a video teaching people how to make
a kit that I won from Cliff's channel.
Let's go out and make. If I had pine woods here, Laura, I would already have one built. I would already have a trapper cabin built. But I don't have pine here. I have all hardwood. But let's talk saws. People love saws.
I don't have one of those.
Oh yeah, I got one of those. I picked it up from Harbor Freight.
Yes. I love folding saws.
Hmm?
Now,
Oh, I thought you ordered pizza.
this is an 11-inch. This is the Rex Betty or Beatty. I do not know how to pronounce it. This actually still fits in my pocket, but it's 11 inches. So I can actually do some serious work with this thing. And actually, a saw in the long run is going to be a lot easier on you cutting wood. The problem with the saw
I just
is
turned on
resharpening,
the corner
saw.
of South
especially
Ave.
one like this, where resharpening an axe is far easier. So, but a saw is going to cut wood quicker with less effort. So I also have another saw. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get it. I have another saw that I've used a million times, but it's a brilliant saw. And I actually have a couple of them. Emmy's got one. I got one. Jenna has one.
I got my Collins. I like my big Collins axe. It's pretty good.
But I'll be right back. You guys tell
But
them
you can
about-
also cut up animals with saws too, like bones to get the marrow in that.
Yes, you can cut bones.
Backtracking a little bit, Mandy, on water purification. I actually have some water purification tablets.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Trying to get that lined up. It's kind of sucky.
Yep.
And the neutralizer to go with it, because you got to neutralize it once you get going.
The purifying tablets. Oh, okay, yeah. I got some of those too.
Yeah,
just in case.
Yep. This is in addition to my water filter, which I already have. So,
Right.
and these are fairly small. As you can see, they fit both in my hand, but they take time. That's why I got my my water filter, my Kaizen hiker, that works great for when I'm on the go. This one's for when you're a little bit long term.
Well, and those little water purification tablets are fairly affordable compared to, like
My my Hiker Pro was probably about $75, but the filters.
Yeah.
But with the tablets, you can always have them as backup, so you can filter water to drink there, and then you can use the tablets water that you're going to store for the trek.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you could use it like in the introduction, like what JB did with his video about filtering the water from the creek or river with his bandana. You can use the water purification tablets with that to help further make sure there's no bacteria or anything else in there besides just boiling the water.
Yeah.
But you'll have two water sources going. You've got one you can drink right there and then sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you've got one backup when you're hiking.
Exactly.
All right, this is my favorite saw. It's a little bigger.
I've seen those. I've never used one, but I've seen them.
Now, one of the things I do like about it is the way this is made. I can actually, have multiple. I can have up to 10 blades inside it. So that way, if I break a blade, I just switch one out.
Ooh,
JB, on that one, I've seen where they've had two different types of saw blades, one for softwoods, some for hardwoods.
Yep, and I have that too. Look at the edge on that one.
Yeah. Because you can't use one for
look
both.
at the edge on that one.
Yeah. That's for a
That
hardwood.
one's for hardwood.
The little one's for softwoods.
Like that one's
pine.
for softwood.
That's
for
for pine.
live branches. And I have lots of extra blades, and I can fit up to 10 blades inside the saw. And then you just tighten it back down to keep the extra blades in there. And then.
Oh, that's handy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just hooks in there.
Chop you up and it'll eat your drumstick.
Ah,
Without breaking it.
haven't used it for a while.
But with practice, you'll get easy. It gets easier.
Yeah, you get used to it. I've been doing the hands ones for so long.
I don't even have a little pocket one like you got. I mean, I've been thinking about getting one, but I don't know which one.
Well, I'm about to give one away because that's the next time I can give it away is one of those saws I just had in my hand.
Oh.
The other saw I just had in my hand. There we
I
go.
didn't want to say anything. I just,
those are great to have, you guys.
But I liked that one better.
Oh, I know what the problem is. I forgot to clip the tip. That's the one thing I don't like about these is you got to clip the tip on the saw blades to get them to fit inside the handle.
Good point, Laura. What happens if we get nuked?
Well, then we're all just dead. You ain't even gonna feel it coming, so you ain't gonna worry about it. Trust me.
Not everyone's gonna be knocked out if they get nuked, but then you're gonna have your water. All your water sources are gonna be contaminated. Everything will be contaminated water-wise.
Not everything. Nukes don't travel all over the world.
It goes up in the air, in the clouds and everything, and travels, and then it comes down in rain.
There we go. There, yeah. Clip the tip. Now it fits. But yeah, I love these saws. Beautiful saws, and these are actually what I just pulled this out of my bug out bag. This is the saw I keep in my bug out bag because I know I'm going to get a lot of use, and I have lots of blades for it. And that's actually the kind of saw I would keep because that's I think a 21 inch blade on there, so you can cut big trees with this.
But how that is all stored and then folds out is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
well, that's the great thing about it. Yeah, it just slides in the corner of your pack. Yeah, and you have 10 saws pretty much in here.
Yeah. Monica, Booster is a year and 4 months, 44 kilos, a bull mastiff pit bull.
But since she brought it up,
Skillet puppy.
let's give away a saw.
Okay, I gotta stay. I gotta go to the bathroom, but I want to get in on this giveaway, and I can't. Okay. I guess I have to hold it until then.
Yes, Colin, you have to hold it.
Yeah, I'm not waiting for you. All right.
Jenny just bought lasagna, so come on.
Oh, come on. Now that you're teasing me with lasagna, I'm making you wait because you know that's my second favorite food.
Yeah, and breadsticks.
All right, so we're going to give away one of these. As you can see, I purchased this 3 times before. I love these things. So they got 11-inch blade. They are made of SK number 5 steel.
I will box you.
They actually have the smaller 8-inch one if you don't want the 11-inch, but why? I mean, I guess if you don't plan on doing a whole lot of work, but take your time. Yeah, exactly, Jesse. Take your time. We'll go through the whole thing about this saw. It's a durable 5K SK number 5 steel blade for efficient cutting during camping, survival, bushcraft, landscaping, or general yard work. Its heavy-duty, rugged 11-inch blade helps you power through thick branches. See, that's a really good saw. Huh? It's a good saw there, Colin, isn't it? All right, I'll quit being a joke. I'll quit being a jerk. So yes, we're gonna give one of these away right now. All right, so Scott won the knife. I should write that down.
You should.
I should find my pen. Honey, what'd you do with my pen?
I ate it. I was hungry.
Right-hand drawer, top, dead center.
I found it. So Scott
Hey,
knife.
Cecilia, trade lasagna for what?
Tacos is the only thing I traded it for. Okay, we got about 30 people in here, so we'll just do 1 through 50 again. Okay, rules. Do not put a number till I type go in the chat. Once I type go in the chat, put 1 number in. No putting 2 numbers in. 1 number per person. It's the closest without going over, or whoever gets it right on wins. If 2 people guess the same name, Barnaby, what's up, buddy? I haven't seen you forever. Charlie, you fat lump.
Ooh, that looks good.
If 2 people guess the same number, it's whoever guessed first. All right. Now we got 33 people in here. But 1 through 50, let me pick a number.
I can't put my number in. The dog's on my lap.
Honey, I already have yours. And like 6 more. All right, I wrote the number down.
He's too big to be a lap dog, Boxy.
You're nervous, hold you? Oh, no. All right, there you go. Go. 1 through 50, people. 1 through 50.
Reach.
Dang. Okay, I got it.
Stop. Somebody already won. Stop. Somebody already won. Yeah, somebody guessed. I think it was like the 3rd or 4th number. And y'all can see the number is 17.
Wow.
So you just got a new saw to go on your trip there, Kevin.
Paul Meadow.
No, I can go use it after.
How does me hair? How rude.
Yes, it was 17.
How rude.
Again, my information's on my about page, or if one of my mods could drop my email or my Facebook page or whatever in the chat so Kevin can get a hold of me. So Kevin got the saw.
Just write it down.
Meadow Cats.
Thank you, Monica. Monica.
Oh, come on, Monica. I was onto it. She's too quick for me.
She's good at it.
She's
It was
too
so
quick.
cute watching her and Mark tonight. They made such a good team.
Yeah.
Mark is going through it, and she's just dropping everything he's talking about in the little chat. Oh, they made such a cute team. It was so
But not
cute.
even I could do that. I failed.
Oh, honey, you're fine. You're just here to be a pretty face. You're my pretty face.
There you go.
Just like when we start marketing all the JV products, you know, you're going to be my Vanna White type person. You know, I'll be like, and here is the new JV. And you're going to just be like, ah.
Would like to be a little bit more natural than that, babe. Come on now.
What up, Charlie? Long time no see, buddy. That's NL Ghost Wolf for everybody. Good. That's a good channel. If you guys like outdoor stuff, he's up in Canada, up by my buddy Backwoods, and he's got a really good channel. NL Ghost Wolf.
Well, stop being a good mod so I can actually, you know, help out.
I'm just here for the looks. Yeah, I know you've been gone for a long time there, Charlie. I haven't seen you for a while.
I love you, Monica.
All right, so she is a prettier face for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I know I'm baby face, but she's definitely. I'm baby face. She's pretty face.
Exactly.
Can mods post links so I can check out some of these channels? Yes, that's definitely always on my channel. Everybody post everybody's links. Thank you, Jesse. Post
Trust you,
everybody's
Colin.
links. Colin, that's it. That's it.
You're fired.
Hey, it was.
You're
He's
fired.
back in the basement. You stay in the basement and think about what you did, young man. We can't hear you. What was that?
That'll teach you.
Hey, JV, I got to bounce, but thank you for having me up on your panel. And it was nice to meet you, Mandy. And
Nice to
Colin.
meet you too, Tin.
And you guys prep up and remember, I love you and Jesus loves you too. Bye, guys.
Amen. Thank you, Tin. And could somebody please drop Tin, say something in the chat so somebody can copy your link or somebody can get your name and so they can share you out. Because if y'all are up in the middle of the night or something like that and you see Tin live, you got to go in and check her out. She's awesome. I pop in there every once in a while. All right, so let's talk backpacks. This is one of my.
Any sauce or anything to go with it?
Well, Big Mike.
I don't think they're sent to us anymore.
Oh man, that sucks.
7 grandchildren. Oh, that's where you've been. Gosh, I'm so lucky. I don't have any.
For now.
I know I have kids that are definitely old enough to be giving me grandchildren, but thankfully they're not. All right, so let's talk backpacks. I love this conversation because backpacks are one of my favorite things.
Okay, I have a Sand backpack. Who's the name brand from Bass Pro? Is what I use for the big one. My 70-liter bag.
Thank you, Kicking It. Oh, that's where everybody's going. Prepper 101 came on. And I suppose he's going to be talking about his dog, so everybody's going to be over there. Yeah. external or internal backpack?
External frame or internal frame?
I'm an internal frame because I like padding.
Me too.
Yeah, I like padding. I don't even own an external at all anymore, but I said a good budget pack. I literally just picked up, as I said, it was comfortable. Again, I'm a big guy. Remember, I'm 6'1.5", 300-pound guy, and I bought this 60-liter Ozark Trail at Walmart for $65. And I'll tell you what, it was very comfortable. The padding on it is awesome.
I like it that the torso is adjustable.
That's all right, Arkansas. And the straps, because this is one thing I find a lot of times with these backpacks, because a lot of them are made in China, and they make the straps for Chinese people. And what Chinese people consider fat and what us Americans consider fat, whole different story. And those straps fit very comfortably at both the midsection and the chest. And it didn't look like I was wearing a bra. Now, that is just a pack I picked up. My normal pack is my 100-liter Free Soldier, which if you go back and watch any of my old videos, that's the pack I always have. It's my favorite pack. I can pack a camper into that thing. I love it. Yeah, man, you'd be twins in China for sure. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Backpacks, I cannot lie. That's good.
You still have a
So,
backpack from Marlboro Miles? Man, that's been a long time since I've seen that.
I've had one of those. Marlboro gear actually lasted me quite a while.
Actually, yeah, those Marlboro Miles, yeah, they used to get good stuff out of that.
I actually got a lot of the outdoor gear from there, and I don't even smoke just by walking around picking up the Marlboro Miles.
Yeah.
People just throw them on the ground. Then there's the Mountain Dew gear, which wasn't as good.
No, that was crap. Talk about water plans. Well, we kind of were earlier, but water plans for me is best thing for quick travel. Have some kind of life straw, something like that. Now, I'm very old school. I am very much one that will use a t-shirt, bandana, whatever, to just filter out of a lake, filter out of a river, and then boil my water. But if you're on the move, obviously taking time to sit there and boil water and then cool it off is not, the best deal. So if you have a life straw,
that's the only thing I didn't like about live straw. You can't use it for cooking because you have, you use it for sipping.
Yeah.
You can't store it for later.
Might head out moose hunting this week if I get across the
moose.
Nice. Yeah, that's the whole reason I actually went live is I was supposed to be out deer hunting, Charlie, and the DNR computer's screwed up, and my tags ain't gonna be here until Tuesday now, so now I can't go deer hunt until next weekend. So that's the whole reason I actually went live is because I had nothing else to do this weekend. For once, I had nothing else planned.
Well, if they mess up again, maybe come see me. We'll go to the rendezvous.
Does anyone prep homestead for water? That's a good point. Wells are something that are, and yes, Colin has a well on his property. Wells are a very good thing.
And I'm in the middle of town, which is really freaky.
Yeah, you got that chick from The Ring in your well.
He calls your name all the time, JV.
It's because I dropped my socks down there.
She wants to give him back. She wants to give him back, JV.
Ooh. I have a big rucksack that I use for my camera and fishing gear when I walk into tight fishing spots. I actually just bought a fishing backpack, and I'm actually pretty impressed with it. But I would definitely not use it for survival. I do have a survival fishing kit. It's actually it's a small box, but I have over 500 yards of 50-pound braid in it, because I could also use the braid if all needed for cordage. And I have nothing but hooks of different sizes, and I do have some weights in it.
What brand of braid is that you're using?
I use Piscafun just because they're a sponsor of mine, so I get it for free.
Because you just made me think of something, JB. Since I got that new bowstring maker, when I get a chance to, I'm going to see about making a bowstring out of braid.
But yeah, a fishing kit is definitely a must. I said I got my rifle, I got my guns, I got all that but fishing more than likely is going to be your best source of food. And that's, survival is actually when I catch most of my catfish, is when I'm out doing survival fishing. It's because catfish are easy to catch, especially channels, on just digging up grubs and worms and stuff like that, and just throwing a hook and a worm out there.
That's my style fishing, unfortunately. Because I'm not that good. Excuse me.
Not today, they weren't. Yeah, but I'm sure you were out there with all your big bait trying to catch monsters. I'm talking about putting a worm on there and catching little 1-pound channels.
I would rather catch a bunch of a 1/4-pound sunfish than wait 5 hours to get one pounder of a catfish, because those will still eat.
Oh yeah, that charity thing was today. I missed that.
What charity thing?
There was a charity cat that was on Fins and Fines, wasn't it? There was a charity catfishing tournament today, and I think it was Fins and Fines, wasn't it? If I remember right. I don't know. There's too many of you catfishing channels. I can't keep up with all y'all.
Hey, Tom.
And here's the other thing. And people always say I had to go for survival ice cream.
Oh, no. Ian tried the freeze-dried ice cream because he wanted to try it. He said, oh, hell no. No.
You raised over $3,000 for Make-A-Wish. Awesome.
That's
yes,
awesome.
It was Fins and Fines. It was. Okay, see, I do remember things. Had to go for survival.
That's a good foundation.
What about clothes?
Clothes, I bring socks and a few pairs of underwear.
Merino wool socks.
Yeah, wool socks. Always wool socks packed. Shirts and stuff you can wash in streams. I'm not
but what clothing would you take?
Here's a good one. Who knows how to make soap in the wild?
Rub 2 leaves together or bark of a certain tree or plant.
Who can make a bar of soap in the wild? I want to see somebody in the chat tell me how you make a bar of soap in the wild.
You want lye soap or regular soap?
Lye, obviously. That's the only way you can make it in the wild.
Huh? There's what?
Goat's milk soap.
How do you make it in the wild?
I don't know. Have a goat.
Have a goat.
Good answer.
He's not wrong. No, I know you have to boil the ashes from your fire pit, and until it burns down. Then that get you lye, though. That's very caustic. But after that, you need some animal fat. Go along with that.
There you go. There's Tom's getting it. But Tom, actually, deer fat is harder. Do you know the best wild animal to make soap
Squirrel.
out of?
Or a raccoon.
Raccoon. They pack on a lot of fat. And Nope. Yes, you can use, but hardwoods work the best because you need the white ash, only white ash out of your fire. And then you boil the white ash and it'll turn into crystals. And then you boil the fat of an animal until it's turning into liquid. Yeah, we don't have bears. You know, a lot of people don't have bears. Bears are very rare here.
They're never here.
Yeah, he's even further south, so they're never there. But we don't have porcupines here. I have to go West River to get porcupine. I'm talking about in your specific area. You should know what the fattiest animal you have. Down south, armadillos. Armadillos pack on a lot of fat. They're disgusting. Cows. Well, yeah, but you ain't gonna have a cow. I mean, unless you kill some poor rancher's cow.
There's heaps of cows getting around where you are.
The second, the biggest producer in Iowa is pork. Pigs, wild pigs.
Yeah, pork. That would be a good pork. Definitely has less fat. But yeah, you need the white ash. You boil it and it'll become a crystal. And then you boil the fat, and then you have to get the grease out and you mix it with the crystal. You do not get it on your skin because the oils in your skin will actually start to turn into soap if you get the lye on your skin.
And it also eats your skin because lye is caustic material.
Yep. Your hands will actually, the oils will start to turn into soap. But then you mix that up and then you would pour it somewhere and then you have to cool it for at least a week to 2 weeks and then it will harden and then you can cut it and you bars of soap. The cooler the weather, the better. Like here in South Dakota in the wintertime, it's perfect. You just go make a small igloo, stuff it inside there, and your soap would harden really quick.
Actually, there's another, wasn't there a soap plant?
Need lavender scent. Well, you could get some pine needles and put it in there, and you could have a pine scented soap.
or a mulberry.
But yeah, fatty. You need fatty animals. That's what you need, and you need the white ash. That's I suppose if you had like lavender flowers or you had flowers, you could probably mix the flower in with everything and make it scented if you want to smell like scent. But
what? No bubble bath?
No bubble baths. Yes, no bubble baths.
If by chance there's no animals around and you come across a chubby person, you could use a person.
You could use a chubby person.
Not us. Not us.
Yeah, but you can't, honey. So if if I disappear in the woods and Amanda opens up a soap company, you know what happened to me?
JV Memorial.
Don't buy the soap because you're using scented JV to wash yourself.
Oh, everyone will buy it then.
No, it would be really bad, JV, though. You hid yourself for like 6 months after she started that, and also they'll come out of nowhere and go, hey!
I'll keep you alive. I'll just
chat.
Alive.
Yeah. It depends how much he annoys me and ties me to a tree and puts honey on my feet.
Oh,
for the
come
squirrels.
on, Tom. Man, nobody said that to me in forever, Red Rocket Soap. Remember, you weren't around, Colin, back when I used to do the movie nights.
I'm sorry.
And we watched a movie called Swamp Ape. And it was the most disturbing movie ever. And let's just say it was about a Sasquatch, and the Sasquatch gets turned on by human girls.
Oh, man.
And it showed everything.
Oh, really?
And so forever in my chats for the longest time, I'd hear Red Rocket, Red Rocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
No comment.
Someone said,
yeah, Joey remembers Swamp Ape. Scott was there for Swamp Ape.
I'm not sure if I should say I'm glad I missed it or what.
You should be glad you missed it. You should be glad you missed it. It was one of the most disgusting movies. Yeah. That's back when I was not following the Bible very well, and it's one of the videos I had to erase off my channel to clean up the channel. Trust me.
I'll just send me an email, Jesse. I'll get your order filled once I move.
Oh man!
Actually, I have an idea about something. I've never seen this.
JV, y'all talk about first aid kit. No, we haven't talked about first aid kit. Very good, Daddy Duck. You see, Daddy Duck, you should be up here talking.
No, Auntie Jack, I'm not calling it that.
Oh, on that note, where you're making about soap, there's a plant called the soap plant.
Yes, there is.
That
But finding that
grows
in the wild,
in Western United States.
Yeah, I was gonna say finding that in the wild here isn't gonna happen.
So those people who live in California and Washington are the ones that are probably going to find it most. It doesn't grow anywhere else. Excuse me.
But yes, yeah, we don't have soap plants here.
Unfortunately.
But here's a little thing. You can use pine needles to wash your dishes. It actually cleans them right up.
So like pine salt.
Pine salt.
Pine salt. Come on, you set it up.
What's pine sol?
What?
That's a very
salt?
famous cleaner over here, and you will see the commercials once you get here.
The pine sol lady.
Yeah, the pine sol lady.
And it comes in
skunkweed. Well, if you want to keep people away from you, that's how you do it. Did you just say I can, but I'm naked? Oh, okay, never mind, Matt. You stay down where you're at.
You're not coming out of the basement.
I'm not letting you up, Matt. Never mind.
Hello, Rex.
We're not doing naked and afraid today, Matt.
Well, I have seen the paper soap. The little sheets of paper soap. I'm not sure if you've seen those.
You can put pine needles in your nuke. Yes, you can make tea.
No,
I tell you what, this Laura, if you survive the nuclear apocalypse, you're not going to be able to survive unless you have a bunker that's already stocked, because you ain't going to be able to come up because of fallout. So if you don't have a bunker or a place to go that is underground, where you already have a stockpile of stuff with water filters and everything, you're dead.
Filters.
Yeah, you're dead. That's all there is to it. Fallout is going to kill you. So I hate to say it. I don't have a bunker. I'm one of those.
Small water.
Okay, let me get out of the way. Throw me all aboard your hands. Oh, he's getting all the puns in right now.
Hi, small water.
How you doing, small water?
I
got kicked out of the panel for like half a minute.
Because you brought lasagna and you didn't share.
Remember who bought the lasagna? Jenny did.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
You threw it in my face.
Yes.
Okay, then here you can have the rest.
Could you? Thought we were
Raven
friends.
Cat. Actually, first we're gonna go back to first aid kits, and then we'll come back to what Raven Cat just brought up, because that's a very good point. And John beat me to it. What up, Doc? So first aid kit is a must. And I work in the medical field, so I cheat. I stole everything from work. I have a very good medical kit with everything from wraps. Oh, tacos are better. They are better, Ricky. Tacos are my favorite food. Lasagna is second. But yes, I have tourniquets. I have Band-Aids. I have very large Band-Aids to gauze pads to alcohol. Alcohol, a must. Something to disinfect so you don't get stuff like gangrene and stuff. Just rinsing it off in the river is not going to be good for you. You need something to clear it out and then wrap it. especially if you shin yourself with an axe or something like that. You're
Okay.
gonna have a big gaping wound. Now, here's another thing where that fishing line comes in handy. Fishing line and a fishing hook can also be used
As a suture.
is to sew up a wound. If
Super
you
glue
do
works
shin
too.
yourself with an axe, you can use your fishing line and your hook to sew it up.
Can I use super glue?
I can use some of this. This is my bowstring material.
What up, Tin? Not the other Tin, not the Tin that was on panel earlier. 10 horses in here now.
Wow. 10. Are we pushing 10? Sorry, movie. Did you?
Well, we could talk about how to make tin into a stove.
No, first aid kits.
JB, on a really inexpensive kit, I got this from Walmart for $7, and it came with colloidal silver in it, which is I actually approve of as an
Yeah, dressing gel. Okay.
Yeah, this got silver in it, and it's good antibiotic type stuff. But for $7, it comes with a lot of gear. So
that's another thing. Do you stock up on like your broad spectrum antibiotics and stuff like that?
I can't because of my allergies. I have to find alternatives. But you can use stuff for fish. Fish mox is for people who like amoxicillin. It's you keep it room temperature, that kind of thing, as long as you keep it dry.
Along with TP. I'll never understand the toilet paper thing. You can wipe your butt with anything. Why did people? I mean, I get like canned foods and long preservative foods, but why toilet paper, people? You literally can wipe your butt with anything. Buy a package of bandanas and run them through the washing machine and dryer and set them next to your toilet. I know everybody, we've all become too pampered in this day and age, but that's how they did it before toilet paper came around, people. They washed their bathroom cloths. So, yeah. I never got the toilet paper thing.
Historically, there was something called the family cloth that used to be kept near outhouses that were dumped. You basically wash it out in a bucket of bleach right next to your thing when you're done. And you hang it up on a nail.
Bleach
water.
I've used a rock. Hey, I live where it snows. And I tell you what.
Snow works.
Snow is a beautiful butt wipe. It's a little cold.
I'm not wiping my tushy with snow.
But I'm telling you, for one, it's kind of refreshing.
If you're not awake, you will be when you're done.
Yeah, if it's your morning, if you're going out for your morning poop, it'll wake you up faster than coffee. But it's a real fact of life. I know it's kind of gross talk, but it's a fact of life, people. When things hit the fan, toilet paper is going to disappear.
But
I have my stash of toilet paper. You can use these.
What's going to really suck, though, back in the olden days, one of the things they had a lot of was paper catalogs. And nowadays,
I knew if somebody said socks, somebody was going to say JV socks.
With the digital age, a lot of the paper books, like catalogs and stuff like that, have gone, the way of the dinosaur. Just they don't see them anymore.
JV socks are going to be too crunchy. You won't get a good wipe.
To get it, you would have to have been in alive. Actually, I think I have a pair of socks laid underneath that.
Do we really need to know what's under your bed?
I go to bed with socks all the time, and then I kick them off. All right. And so they're always laying at the foot of my bed. Well, I just woke up one time and I went on Small Water or Coastal Fever. I can't remember which one of their lives. And I left and they full screened my bedroom because they wanted to check out my bedroom. And they saw my socks laying at the edge of the bed.
They
You
thought
know
they were
what
your
kind of
tiny
jokes
whities
came
though
up
at
after
first.
that?
But
With
the
me
thing
using
is, it would have
socks.
been, the standard response to
And
socks.
then with Backwoods Hillbilly, if y'all haven't seen it, you got to go watch the mail call from Smallwater from Backwoods Hillbilly. Backwoods Hillbilly sent him his giveaway, and at the bottom of the thing was a sock that he had dipped in something to make it crunchy, and he had put JV on the side of it.
Stiff socks.
It was. You could hear the crunch when he bent it.
Oh man. Extra starchy, right?
Oh yes.
All right, so let's talk now. Something you actually just got not too long ago. Seeds, which is something people don't talk about. Yes, at first they're not going to come in handy. But if you are bugging out, once you get to the place you're going to be and you build your trapper cabin and you start getting a system built up, seeds.
Sorry to interrupt. Can you drop the link for Cecilia to come up, please?
Oh, she wants up? Oh, yeah. So I haven't dropped the link for a while. Anybody that wants to come up is more than welcome. Obviously, you got to show me who you are before I let you up, but
you don't know who I am.
I know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
No, you're just a stranger.
I slept on your floor. I know exactly who you are.
Hey, I've got
Come
a
on
nice
up,
place.
Cecilia.
Though. It just needs to be. I need furniture badly.
Well, if you'd come get it, I'd give you my couch. But I don't want to drive
Figure out
it.
a way to transport it. It'd be great.
I don't want to drive it 6 hours on the interstate. Yeah, PETA stands for People Eating Tasty Animals. I have a shirt in that dresser somewhere that says that. But yeah, seeds are a very good thing. And do not get the seeds that have their DNA messed with, because the seeds nowadays that have they've like, you know how we get strawberries that are the size of apples now. It's because they mess with their DNA. Now the problem with those is you cannot take the seeds off those strawberries and they will not reproduce. You have to constantly buy their seeds. Same with corn, soybeans. They have messed with the DNA structure so bad you cannot replant the seeds that grow on them and grow more. You have to get old-fashioned seeds that have not been genetically messed with to be able to get a crop off of them, plus be able to store up enough seeds for the next year. That's a lot of things. That's something people don't think about.
They put computer chips in strawberries.
Okay. I'm sorry to disagree with that comment.
Really?
You can use store-bought fruits and vegetables to start your seeds. Try to get the organic. I'm actually growing strawberries from a strawberry that I bought. I'm also growing a raspberry bush from raspberries that I had bought.
Okay, well, here's the deal.
Get organic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you buy organic? Yes, you can buy organic from the store. They do have the organic section, which will work. That's what I'm saying. Organic, the stuff that hasn't had the DNA messed up in it.
Well, when you're stocking up on your seeds, you're trying to get something that has not been modified in any way, shape, or form.
Heirloom seeds.
Yeah, I just said that. Heirloom. Joy, you might want to remove your last comment and spell it correctly.
You know, the funny thing is, I see her get called that all the time, and everybody always says it wrong in their lives. Shift Kicker always accidentally gets called that in somebody's life all
What's
the time.
Shift's real first name?
I forget which. I actually know your first name, Shift. How come I can't think of it? But yeah, somebody always accidentally does that all the time. Somebody's like, I see it all the time. Oh, Shift.
Laura, the only thing is
Mary,
you start stocking up now.
Okay.
You don't need a lot of seeds to get going. Again, store the seeds for the items that you would eat. If you like beans, store beans. If you like peas, store peas.
Carrots, celery.
Peas.
And
Sweet
again,
peas.
stock up on what you use. The same way as when you're doing your prepping. You will not prep just for the sake of prepping. You will prep for the items that you use. And in regards to toilet paper, okay, a lot of us have towels, old towels.
Mm-hmm.
What I've done, okay, as part of my prep is I've cut those towels down to
Me
usable
too.
sizes. Or if you don't have old towels, again, the little face cloths, washcloths, those can be used. You don't need paper. Paper is great. And if you don't have toilet paper, napkins, paper towels. Anytime you go to a McDonald's or any takeout place, they ask you, do you want napkins? Even if you don't,
We don't.
say yes. Put them in a Ziploc bag.
I just wait till I see Charlie rubbing his butt across the carpet, and then I rub my butt across Charlie, and then I make him go play out in the snow. He's a brown dog. Nobody sees it.
Okay, you remember the joke, JV? Do you remember the joke about the bear and the bunny?
Yes, I know the joke about the bear and the bunny.
Yeah.
Does crap stick to your fur? No. The bear grabs the bunny and wipes his butt with him.
Okay, we're getting off topic.
Actually, no, that was still on topic, technically.
You could use a bunny as toilet paper. What's up, Evan?
Hey, Evan.
Sorry, I'm not going there. Okay, I'm not going there.
No, Evan's experiment on the taser arrow failed.
Yeah. Laura, that is one thing. I am not big into using leaves. I know my plants around here really well. It's just, for one, our leaves don't last for very long here. A survival shovel, especially if you live somewhere where it's cold. Yes. But survival shovels are all over the place. I've had some that are very good and some that are very crap.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended to what we were just talking about. But survival shovels, they are, because yes, if you get like Zachary Fowler, whatever the one Zachary Fowler
Cold
uses,
steel. He uses the cold steel.
yeah, that's a very good shovel. I have one of those upstairs somewhere. You can definitely use that as an axe as well. It works very well. Later, Matt. Thanks for stopping in, bud. How long have we been going? Oh, wow. I said we wouldn't go over 2 hours, honey. I lied.
I told you what.
I went over 4 hours last night not trying to.
But just remember, I have to disappear for half an hour for work.
All right. That's all right, babe.
But I will be back.
Just don't use JV's sock. Why does it always come back to my socks? First zombie, and I'm crapping myself anyway. Oh, John. But yeah, so a survival. But yeah, I would not buy one of those folding ones from Walmart. I bought, they're crap. But
Ian found something. I want to show you that he picked up at a secondhand store that you might like.
But also, yeah, I live in a place that's got a lot of snow. So let's say I have to go out to the woods right away, and then I'm going to put up a tarp shelter. Obviously, I want to get the snow out of the way. I don't want to do it with my hands. So having a small survival shovel would come in handy, getting the snow out of the way.
JV, I told you Ian likes military stuff, right?
Yeah.
Look what he picked up.
Yeah, see, those are decent. And it's got a pick on the other side.
Yeah.
So if you need to get into the dirt when the dirt's really hard.
Or smash it into a zombie's head.
or smash into a zombie's head. Yes.
Yeah, it's a really interesting, setup. Dang. I think he has a case for this too, somewhere. But
yeah, I can't wait till he open the borders and me and Backwoods can hang out. We are so looking forward to that.
This thing has got a hefty handle on it.
Yeah. You can really tell the difference. Like I said, those folding ones from Walmart, you can tell when you unfold them and screw them. It feels like you just unscrewed like one of those outdoor umbrellas. Like, one good whack and it's bending. it's you can just tell. I like the wood handled ones. I just do. The wood handled ones are beautiful. Yeah, what was that one that Backwoods did use? I can't remember. He got that one. It wasn't even that expensive. And he did a live with that. That was a pretty good shovel. I like that shovel.
Oh man.
I can't wait to go camping in the snow. Or just snow.
Oh.
I'm gonna let her build a Quincy, but I'm not gonna teach her how.
I'd call it that.
And then I'm gonna watch it collapse on her. And then I'm gonna watch it collapse on her. Then I'm gonna take my survival shovel and dig around just till I got her head sticking out. And then I'm gonna throw peanuts at her.
No, that's just mean.
Exactly.
I would put unused hand warmers around her.
I'll be a mandisicle.
Do you want to build Amanda Snowman? Mandy Snowman?
Sorry, I had a delivery, so I missed a bit of the conversation. What's this about Mandy being a snowman?
I'm going to build a Mandy
gonna
Snowman.
Let me be buried in snow and throw peanuts at my head. And make me free. It doesn't like me anymore.
Army surplus. Good place. We actually have an Army surplus around here. That is a good place to find stuff. Obviously, military grade anything is usually pretty good, reliable and good.
I got something I'm going to let you know. Remember I talked to you about the.
I'm not even going to comment on the JV socks anymore.
Okay. Well, JV, I think it's 2 weeks. It's going to be the Watch Your Flea Market I was telling you about, that big giant flea market. I'm going to take about $100 and see what I can find.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Missouri that weekend. I'm going down for Mike Humphrey's get together.
Well, say hi for me, and sorry I can't make it.
I actually can't wait for that one. I'm camping in his yard. I told him when the lights go out, don't look out your window, bud.
Get some glow in the dark paint and start
I'm gonna break some those stick thingies and rub it all over my body and streak across his yard.
No comment.
His dogs will be howling that night. They won't be chasing raccoons.
Now, getting back to Amanda being a snowman. Remember, at some point she's going to be thawing out. And from what I can see, she's got a really good right hook. And not
It also depends if she has her shovel with her when she's building it, too.
No, I'm just going to turn full feral and just like attack him.
Scott, you guys are coming to Mike's together? Oh, that'd be cool. Scott and Joy are going to be there? Awesome.
I'm sorry I won't be able to make it. I've got a big thing I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm bringing Mike Turner with me. He's coming with me. There's going to be a lot of people there.
Okay, going back to prepping and using the restroom. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of gardeners have the little pumps that you use to spray organic fertilizer and other things around your garden. One thing you can do is take that, clean it out, put water in, put maybe some essential oil, After you do your business, wash. Now,
Yeah,
most of my
sanitation.
prepping, because I have a lot of health issues, bugging out for me is not really a thing I can do. There is only so far my walker will be able to take me. So most of my preps are for those who are bugging in. And again, when you are prepping, you are going to prep for whatever your needs will be. I use a CPAP machine because I stop breathing during the night. So I need a source of power. So my source of power.
I'm not laughing at you, Cecilia.
Oh no, I know. You
They're
just
still
go
talking about
giggly.
JB socks in the chat. So it's,
Yeah, I know. She
like,
just goes
it's going
giggly
on and
when it
on and
comes to
on.
those socks.
I hate to say this, JB, your socks got staying power.
Yes, Laura.
Someone's
Yes.
going to carve a wooden sock now. You know that, right?
My socks are infamous.
At least you
Well, it
can't
was
throw them
better
against
than
the
they
wall and
thought
make them
it was
stick.
boxers. Initially, when they started taking the picture, they were saying it was your boxers.
You tidy whities.
Yeah, they thought it was my tidy. I'm like, I don't wear tidy whities. I haven't worn tidy whities since I was like 8 years old.
JV, actually, on the restroom thing, there is something that a backpacker uses is a regular water bottle with some holes in it, and just use it like a bidet, and just rinse off that way.
Yeah, a bidet.
No,
homemade bidet.
Yep, just use water to rinse yourself, and you're done.
Amanda, you're fired.
She's your boss. Stop it.
Stop it.
Hey guys, this is where it comes in, where you need a survival book to know what your plants are, because
Again.
there are a lot of plants that you can use and eat to do your business.
This right here is my Bible.
No, it's not. I've got your Bible.
Yeah, you do have my Bible. I left it at your house, but that's my outdoor Bible. You can build start saving the socks. You can build a shelter. Come on now.
Okay.
I will put you in timeout. Stop it.
But this actually teaches you a lot about plants, medical plants, edible plants. All that stuff is in here.
Is that just for America-based plants?
Because
everywhere's different.
Yeah, probably American. I bet they have a book set in Australia. I'm sure somebody has written books.
Check out Smallwater's last comment.
I don't know.
No.
She wore a
raspberry
bidet.
Heather, long time no see. Well, of course, I haven't been back in 3 months, so that's why I haven't seen you. Put a link for the books. Yeah, sure. You can buy them right off Amazon.
Oh, another good book series that Grace has is the Foxfire series. Now, and I happen to like my Back to Basics book, by the way, which is a good one here, which I'll show you. This one.
Yay, it didn't give me an 8,000 page long thing.
And this thing covers pretty much everything. I'm not sure. Let's see, I'll give some of the content here.
There's the link to the Bushcraft box set.
This thing's got recipes on how to make your own outhouse, how to make a cabin.
I practice trapper cabins.
Developing a water supply, how to make your own well.
I'm not too worried about a outhouse. I mean, Amanda would probably want one, so I'd have to build her one. But I'm a dude.
Behind a tree, thank you.
I'm a dude. I can go anywhere.
No, you can't.
Amanda,
no, we talked about this on your drive home. Remember, you'd be thrown in jail. You're on the side of the highway.
Yeah, here you go. See, look.
See, I wouldn't even go that. I just dig a hole and build a shelter
Yeah.
over top of it.
No, just dig a hole. Do your business, fill the hole in, and move on.
No,
If
this one
I'm
here
building
is
an
actually
outhouse, I'm using TP.
these kind of privies are the ones that you leave in place, but you dig them out from time to time and use the waste
wanna come up,
as
Cliff?
fertilizer.
No.
And
It's
here
been done.
again, to anybody that wants to come up and talk survival and prepping and all that stuff, you're more than welcome to come up.
Now, one thing about human waste, it has to decompose minimum a year before you can use it in your soil. 2 years is better, but it's not something you can use right away. You'll burn whatever you are putting it on.
You got to use lye in it or something like that, or ash.
I don't like
it
the
has to
sound of
decompose.
using poop as fertilizer on things that you're going to eat.
And that's what all fertilizer is, honey.
It's cow,
Yeah.
not human poop.
What's the cows is more gross.
Just grass.
It smells worse and it's clumpier and bigger.
Don't forget, humans eat a lot of crap. Okay? And the last thing you want to do is put that crap all over your food. It has to decompose.
If you're out in a survival situation, you're no longer running to Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's and stuff like that.
Yeah, your diet's going to change.
Your diet's going to change dramatically, and you're going to be eating more natural
stays
stuff.
in your system for a long time. There are so many reports out there that what you eat can stay in your system or remnants of it for years before your body flushes it out.
I bet.
Like bubble gum when you swallow bubble gum.
I wonder if the corn would actually grow, Laura. If you buried it. And all of a sudden you'd have corn stalks popping up the next year.
It happens with animals who get into the corn. That actually has happened for volunteer corn.
All right, how do we get back onto pooping? I was trying to take us away from
We technically never stopped.
This live started out so good. We were talking about axes and water supplies and food supplies and backpacks.
Fertilizer
all came down to
supply.
poop.
Okay,
No, we got into the fertilizer because you said a lot of the channels, all the prepping channels, all give you all the MREs and all the equipment you will need, but that could only last you so long. A lot of them don't go into that. At a certain point, you're going to have to replenish your supplies. And that means you're going to need seeds. You're going to need some tools in order to plant your seeds because you're not going to use your hands. And also, if you have a radiation fallout, you're not going to be able to use the soil because it's not going to be able to grow anything. None of them tell you to keep a stockpile of some type of soil or nutrients.
Good
Is
point.
an outhouse my next giveaway? It must be. That must be my next giveaway. I was going to give away a backpack, but we got off backpacks really quick. Oh, sorry about it, Cliff. He's got a JV sock.
How you doing, Cliff?
How's it going? I figured I'd pop up there with a sock.
Yeah, Cliff, but it's not as stiff as JV's.
That's because I don't use mine for what JV uses his for. I wear my socks.
Move on. Move on.
By the way, I'd like to point out, if I could find the stupid thing, I know it's in here somewhere. You guys were talking about seeds and the non-GMO and GMO and blah, 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 blah. Where the heck are my corn seeds at with the beans? I have actually successfully grown from this stuff. These are the store-bought seed packs, the Ferrymores.
Okay.
Which you all say are GMO modified or whatever. I grew some from this. Had like very bad crop yield, which means they didn't fully germinate or like grow. But I threw half a corn stalk in my compost pile that I'm making my compost with, and I got 14 germinated and grew, and I'm currently growing them right now in a container.
Nice.
Oh,
So
JV,
you can grow from non-GMO or from GMO seeds. It's just you got to have the right conditions.
That's not complete because I live in a farming community and I know some of the corn plants are absolutely made and modified to not be able to regrow.
it's probably feed corn.
Yes, it's feed, but you can eat feed corn.
Yeah, well, you can eat any corn, even if it's modified, but it's not necessarily healthy, but it's not going to kill you.
Seeds,
Jesse,
poop, and
Jesse has a point.
And I'm ready. Well, technically you are. You're prepped and ready. You have your fertilizer, you have a way to put it in the ground, and you have your seeds.
Jesse has a point, though, if you've
About
read his
Thailand,
comment.
yes.
One thing that hasn't been mentioned, keep bags of dryer lint. Dryer lint is good, but one thing I do say, the best thing is cotton balls. The absolutely best number one fire starter on this planet is cotton balls, and you can go to the Dollar Tree and buy a huge bag of them for $1, and then you can buy a little jar of petroleum jelly, and I make the cotton balls all the time, make tons of them. I have tons of cotton balls.
No, you want to do it the best way is you want to get Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah, but then that makes me start
No,
to water my
There's
eyes
a
when I'm making them.
benefit to it, though. You burn that stuff, and it keeps the mosquitoes away until the thing's done burning.
That's true. But it makes my eyes water as I'm making
Yeah, it will. And going back to what JV said, you can use dryer lint, but the problem is that stuff burns incredibly fast. It's like cattail.
Yep.
If you've ever tried to use cattail as a tinder source, unless you have a backup under it or something that'll light really quick, you're going to run out of flame very fast. It burns
I got
fast.
something to show you guys. Something I made myself.
But yeah, I got some of those quick tabs too, a bag of them.
No. This is homemade.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You
Yeah,
make
those are
wax
just
ones.
makeup pads and wax.
Yeah, makeup pads and and wax. That's all it is. And
That's
it
what
works
most.
fine.
That's what most of the major manufacturers, like the bigger guys, do. Like Procam, well, not Procamtech, but I got a bag full of it over here somewhere. I just dumped my cookies on the floor.
The makeup pads you can get like a couple hundred little pads for like $1.
Oh yeah, you just go to the makeup department. They sell them in a big old stack of like 100.
Yeah, you can just make a lot of stuff out of those.
So, what would be in your fire starter kits?
Okay.
Let me go grab a couple. I make them
one
all
right
the time.
I can show you what my EDC is for fire, but I don't have like a. Well, I have a fire kit, but it's not like a dedicated fire kit because I always have ways of starting fire regardless.
Well, what do you use?
So, on me at all times is my standard 32-ounce Nalgene bottle, and then on here I have my multi-tool Outdoor Elements carabiner, which has the flint, the striker on there.
I use this.
Has a cord cutter and a screwdriver. That's mainly what I have on this. And then let me go grab the rest of my EDC.
This is my flint and steel.
Yep.
If I can get this to go on camera here.
Don't let Jenny see you.
Don't light yourself on fire.
Lighter, fat, gas, and aloe for after I make fire.
I've always got this thing on me, which is my Zippo torch, which doesn't seem to want to work.
Let's see here.
Yes,
That's
Lord.
shockingly all I have on me for fire.
Tampons make really good fire starter, and I actually lit one on Collins live one night. To show.
I remember that.
Magnesium bar with the little flint in there.
Yeah.
And that's just in one pocket.
I make
surprisingly don't have a
multiple.
lot of fire stuff on me.
When I go out, I'll have a bunch of tins, and this is my number one I make.
Here's my other one, but that's not only. I got more.
I pre-make these. I have fatwood shavings. I have a tumbleweed. I have a few fatwood sticks, and then I have a thing of petroleum jelly cotton balls. And there's 5 cotton balls in each pack.
I got one question for you, JV. How do you get tumbleweeds in your state from way down here. We grow tumbleweeds.
We have tumbleweeds here too, buddy.
How big are your tumbleweeds?
They get big. Like you'll
4
be
or 5
driving down
feet?
the road and all of a sudden you're like, oh crap. Then you realize it's a tumbleweed. You can run right over it, but it still scares the hell out of you every time.
You don't run over tumbleweeds down here, they'll actually destroy your radiator.
Oh, really? Now they're not.
Oh,
that
yeah.
up here.
The tumbleweeds down here get 6
And
feet.
don't forget,
We got to remember ours die every winter.
Ours do
Charcloth.
too, but they're still huge tumbleweeds.
What's that, Colin?
char cloth.
Oh, yeah, he's showing off his thing. But what I also have in this fire kit, so I got all the stuff for tinder, but I also keep a striker.
Yeah,
And a
he's got all the stuff for
rod.
Tinder, folks.
So
And
that would be your basic fire starter kit.
I
I've got
make
a
these
lot of
all
stuff
the
in my kit.
time, and I usually have 3 or 4 of these in each pack.
Okay.
Davey, you need some real fire rods. The hell am I at?
Oh, I got real ones. These are just my kit ones. Like the one that's on my knife right there is a 6-inch. Yeah. By 1/2 inch. That's what you got too. Is a 6-inch.
Yeah, I got the mammoth. This thing is massive.
Yep.
Actually, this thing's I think it's 3/4 inch.
I met JV on Tinder.
Well, here's my mine's not as big as theirs. Mine's a little fancier. Got a little leaf.
The problem is you swiped right, John. You didn't swipe left.
So not right.
The fact that he swiped it all is bad.
I got this little thing that I made ages ago. It's a garbage Sucrets tin. I have 2 fresh naps in here, some wire, a P38 can opener. I got a little mini Bic Zippo in here. This is what I got in here. I got like my little mini Zippo or my Bic, and then I've got 4 Tinder Quicks, about 3 feet of paracord, and then a.
Good night, Tom.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
And where is your matches backup?
Yeah.
Two
Right
1
here.
inch, 2 1/4 screws. I got 1 paper clip
Now these,
and this little
Andy,
thing.
you might like. These are the waterproof matches.
That is like the most bare bones knife I
USO
could find.
survival matches.
Yes, I got a bunch of those survival. Of course, the biggest thing for fire, lighters. You're at Walmart. They got packages of 5 lighters.
That one right
They're
here.
Always the best. Buy them. Throw them in your packs. Lighters. Lighter fluid will light at minus 112 degrees
Got 2 of them.
before lighter fluid will freeze.
That's handy to know.
I think it's 112. I might be wrong. But that's Fahrenheit, not Celsius.
Yeah.
But I think it's 112 degrees.
It will freeze at some point. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's the only drawback. Unlike gasoline, which doesn't freeze, you just take a pint of gasoline with you, and
No, it does gel.
It does gel. And
but it
truthfully,
still lights on fire.
you can still light it on fire, and that becomes dangerous because you don't want to get it on you when it's gelled because it won't come off.
Yeah, napalm.
It's napalm stuff right there.
Oh,
Dude,
Joy.
You know, the sad
Thank
part
you
is you
for
can actually
coming.
just straight make napalm at your house legally.
Now, JB knows what this is. If
Yes.
you remember, this is my denatured alcohol.
Good night, Joy.
They work really well in Zippo lighters and trench lighters and stuff like that.
They also work great in Trangia stoves.
Yeah, I know. That's what I use.
Hey guys, don't forget regular alcohol or moonshine. That will
Everclear
really start a
is-
fire.
Yeah, but I'd rather save something like that for medical purposes, not just.
You have to have anything you want to burn like that, Cecilia, has to be 90 proof or higher. Otherwise, it won't burn cleanly.
Everclear.
Yeah, Everclear burns great. I've used that in alcohol stoves. Smells a
thing
little
is,
weird, but
the thing is, that's why I would never use Everclear, because I would save that for disinfecting for medical purposes. I would not use it for fuel.
But at the end of the day, if you need
Minus
to
200. So I was wrong. I was 100 degrees off. I knew it was really low. Like you're not even going to survive before your lighter fluid.
Laura says, can we come back to the backpack giveaway?
Actually, Laura, you just said something, and I decided to give something else away.
Ooh.
She had mentioned a fire starter.
She needs a ferro rod, so let's give a ferro rod away. This is a 1/2 inch by 6 inch, like the ones me and Cliff just showed.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be getting one, but it never arrived in the mail yet.
I think mine's either 6 or 8 inches, but this thing is like 3. I'm telling you, this is like 3/4 of an inch thick, JV. This thing's massive.
Yeah, ferro. It's ferro's. I can never say the whole
Ferrocerium.
Yeah, ferrocerium.
Yeah, this one is a 3/4 inch.
Jeez, that is a beast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing weighs about a pound and a half. It's mad heavy.
What'd you send me?
One of those.
Yeah, I got one coming, supposedly.
So
It's
these are the 1/2 inch ones. I got tons of these. I got the little 6 inches. I got the 8 or 10 inch. I think this one was, and then I've got the square ones.
But all right, so let's give away a ferro rod. This is a 1/2 inch by 6 inch survival. Comes with a striker. Comes with some paracord for a handle. It's big. It's thick. It's massive. You probably won't ever need another one until you lose this one.
And if when in doubt, you could use it as a club.
Hey, money. Yeah, when in doubt, throw it at somebody's face.
That actually may or may not actually be 100% paracord. That might just be almost what is it? Utility line.
What it looks like.
Yeah, it's not paracord. That's utility.
It looks like paracord on the screen, but there's no guarantee that's paracord.
It looks like a shoestring to me.
Yeah, that looks like the stuff that comes on your tents.
Yeah,
your shoes.
it's like regular stranded line.
This is what the paracord that Cliff uses on his right there.
That was like full on. I'm telling you, Colin, you've got like 30-something feet of paracord right there.
I'd rather have 30 feet than not.
If I win, Doc's getting a hot foot. Big, thick, and massive. I'm avoiding that.
I actually have to make Maverick another one.
Okay, back to the giveaway.
All
What
right,
are the rules?
All right, so we'll do 1 through 50 again. Do not put a number in until I put go in the chat. Any number before I put go in the chat will be disqualified. You can only choose one number. The closest without going over or gets it right on wins. And if 2 people guess the same number, whoever's name shows up on my screen first wins. All right. So
And it's got to be before stop. So if you see stop and your number comes after stop, too bad.
Okay.
Well, there's also like a minute and a half delay or a minute delay, so you got to account for that delay.
I always give it 5 minutes before I. All right. So let's get that off the screen.
My YouTube is about 10 minutes behind our chat, so I won't be able to type it. Can I say it?
You can send it to me, and I'll put your
You
answer
can put it in the
for
private. You can put it in the private chat.
Okay, I'm not too familiar with this, but I will try it.
Oh, stop. Never mind. Somebody just got it right on.
Seriously, that was like 4 seconds.
It was the first number.
That was my number I was going to put in. Dang it! I've been using 22 for the last three ones. I mean, come on.
Mary wins. The number was 22.
I've been trying to do 22 for. Oh man.
So
Gotta be quicker, Colin.
Well, that's my birthday. That's why I've been using 22.
That's why I always put 14, because that's my birthday.
So yes, Shift Kicker, you are the winner.
Congrats.
Say go on my
Well
end.
done.
Yeah, I saw go and I was like changing windows, and all of a sudden I just hear JV say stop.
Yeah,
I'm like, that was like 4 seconds.
It even caught me by surprise, so I didn't even say stop as fast as I wanted to. I was like, like I couldn't believe it was the first number.
The thing is, that was the number I was going to put in, is the 22, and I couldn't get it fast enough.
You gotta be quicker than Mary. She got you. All right, so the last giveaway we'll do is a backpack here pretty soon because we're almost at 3 hours. So we'll give it another 5-6 minutes. Any last minute questions from the chat, because we're going to end this at 3 hours. We'll give it a few minutes for any last minute questions from the chat that has anything to do about prepping or survival, and then we'll give away a backpack.
Everybody's been talking about making food, sterilizing water. What about cleaning yourself or your gear after you've already cooked?
Well, we did kind of talk about soap, how to make soap in the wild.
I wouldn't want to use that on my MSR kit or anything like that because that's live.
No,
it's very costly.
pine needles. That's the one. Pine needles work great.
Sand
works perfectly.
I did too put go in the chat. I said I typed it in the chat, Heather.
You didn't say it.
Yeah.
I said as soon as I put go in the chat, that's when you go.
But you were talking about something else as you were doing that, and everybody got distracted.
You're grounded.
We need 1.21 gigawatts, apparently.
Flux capacitor. What's a flux capacitor?
I'm taking my tampon out to light a smoke. Don't start with that.
Well, one thing you guys did not cover is if you're using batteries. How are you going to power up or change your batteries? Are you using?
Well, actually, we talked about right at the beginning. I think
we talked about that right at the beginning. We were talking about that.
Okay.
Solar panels and stuff like that.
Yeah, but if you don't have solar panels and you don't have any supply to anything to charge your batteries, is there something you can use?
They are like the power crank generators. You're going to wear your arm out, but they do work.
Yeah, you will wear your arm out. You're going to be sitting there for like 2 hours trying to charge a battery, and it's only going to give it like 5%.
Yeah, they do work. Now, if you could figure out some kind of weird like windmill device to sit there and crank it for you, it would be a great thing, but
communication.
No, JV, there actually is batteries that come in both AA and AAA that you can actually plug in to the side of them, like you just charge a battery pack, but they're actually like AA's or AAA's.
Yeah, they're the micro USB actual battery packs. They sell them on Amazon. You can find them.
You know what? We're going to give away a nice pack. That's what we're going to do.
But here's the thing. If you guys don't have a lot of cash, this is the cheaper version.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt Solar Portable Battery Charger. And this will charge up to, I think it's C cells. No, it'll charge D cell.
Cliff, why don't you put that link up for those who might be interested?
Are you a mod, Cliff? Not, I can make one pretty quick.
Haveth not a wrench.
I'll type something in the chat real quick. I'll make you one.
Helps if I'm on the.
Did anybody say something in the chat that was a truck? I didn't even. I wasn't watching. I was looking for a pack.
Someone said candles.
Candles, yes. Hey, that's something I haven't done yet. I haven't shown you guys how to make lanterns out of beer cans. So I find beer cans all the time in the woods.
I know how to do that.
How to make lanterns out of beer cans.
Yep, and you just need a tea light candle.
Mm-hmm. The cheapest little candle you can get at the store.
Actually, you can use your socks.
You can use JV
Colin,
socks.
don't go there.
No, literally,
right,
they've been done using animal fat and socks.
I will. Give me a second. I have to find it.
I would have made him wait, Laura.
What the heck happened? Like everybody got all silent. I thought the chat. I thought the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking for a pack. I can't decide which one I want to give away.
JV,
that's a bad thing about
this
packs. There's so many of them.
JV, what do you think about this book?
Oh yeah, that's a good book.
What the heck?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Andy, when you get a chance, you should.
No, JV, what I mentioned before was communication. battery operated
Radios.
or crank radios.
The best ones would be the where did I put mine?
Yes, crank radios are very good.
Usually the ones that are the easiest to find are the Eaton ones, ETON, and it's a little red one, and it usually has it'll have your flashlight, red light, DC in, DC out. It'll have your AC charge, your USB, and hand crank, and then you'll have your NOAA band weather on there, along with your AM and FM stations.
Too bad it doesn't have a transmitter on it, though.
I have to go. I gotta go to work.
All right, honey.
Not at work.
We'll be gone by the time you get back. Just message me, hon.
All right. Thank you all for coming. And goodbye.
Later.
Bye. Drive safe.
No, I'm only going to walk 50 meters. I'm fine.
Yeah. She takes care of a bed and breakfast.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
So, of course, stupid Harbor Freight is going to be dumb. It's not going to let me find what I'm looking for.
Oh, JB, we were talking about fire
Start
starters.
over.
Yeah.
My Hudson Bay Survival 10.
Oh, yeah. That's a
Magna
nice
10.
one. I love
It's
that one.
got the built-in magnifying glass.
And I started a fire with it. Well, I got the tinder going, but I didn't get the full fire going with the magnifying glass.
Yeah, but it does work.
It did work. I got the tinder going.
I think the sun wasn't cooperating, is what it was.
No, it was just the tinder I was using was crap. I just went and picked up some halfway dry leaves off the ground around the camp area.
Right.
I didn't go look for real tinder.
You know, it really sucks because in the morning I'm going to have to pack all this back into my bag.
Trust me, I made a mess grabbing a bunch of my stuff.
I got a little U-shaped pile all the way around me. Only thing I don't have is my bows next to me.
Good night, Monica. You know the one thing we didn't talk about? One of the big versus paracord versus bank line. That is a big versus out there in the bush.
Oh, yes, it is.
I
People
actually
fight tooth and nail over that stuff.
I was about to say Newt and Tail.
I would still say paracord over bank line for one reason. Because you can break down paracord into smaller parts, and you can even use the sleeve as another way of tying things up.
Oh no, I'm gonna.
Here's where I say
I got to interject on that one. The outer casing is roughly 32 strands alone. That gives you another 32 sections of cordage. Now, it's not extremely strong like the inner strands, but you can still tie stuff down, and you can actually catch fish with it because it's small enough.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Mark, you're going to go to bed too if Monica's going to bed. Ticka, wow, wow.
But one thing also, because of bank lines usually like tarred or waxy or whatever, sticky, and paracord isn't.
You can actually get the non-tarred version of bank line.
I like the tarred better, but here's my deal.
Floats.
I like them depends on what I'm doing.
Right.
For running a ridge line, I like paracord. If I'm putting up, like making a hammock out of a tarp or something.
Right.
I want paracord. It's 550. It's gonna hold a big guy like me. I know I'm not gonna fall and land on my face. But I like bank line for smaller projects. Like if I'm building chairs or I'm building tables, bank line's a lot easier to work with. Now I also like using them together. Like if I run a ridge line and then I put up I always forget what they're called. What the hell are those loop knots that you use to put on ridge line to hook your tarp to?
Half hitch?
No. I know exactly. I could make one right now. No, they're not hit. You tie a loop, and then you wrap the loop inside itself twice or three times to make the loop, and then you run
Slip line.
Yeah, it's a slip line, but there's a twisted bank line breaks, braided bank line. Gosh, there it is. Prusik, thank you, Grace. Grace got it. Prusik not. But
apparently I can't find that item at Harbor Freight. I don't know what's going on. I know they sell them. I run into them, but
but I like using paracord for the ridge line, and then I like using bank line for the Busick knot, because actually when you use the bank line on the paracord, if you use paracord to do that, it works, but the bank line actually catches a lot
it
tighter.
grips. Yeah, you don't
onto
do
the paracord.
You don't do paracord on paracord because that stuff slips.
Yep. If you use the bank, I always use bank line, and yeah.
Here's
Yeah,
the
that's what I've
paracord
got.
I'm
I've
using.
got,
See how wide that is? But I've got, I plan on using the inner strands from that to make a bowstring.
I'm gonna say it almost looked like you.
Tom, I thought you were going to bed.
Oh, I actually don't have.
But I have both. I got a big old thing of bank line right here. I love bank line.
I
got some in my pack right now. I love bank line and I love paracord. I love them both. They both have their uses, and they both pack plenty small, so you can always take plenty of both.
Right.
So I don't know what the big fight's about.
But you're the one that brought it up.
I see it all the time in the bushcraft community.
It's a lot of it is because you can carry you roughly 3 to 4 times more bank line than you can paracord, and that's what a lot of the big deal is. And a lot of people will like swear up and down that bank line will give you a tighter grip when you're bushcrafting versus the paracord, but paracord is more versatile in a lot of ways because of the inner strands.
Yes, it's way you can get way. They say yes, the bank line is tight, but you forget in that paracord, you get 100 feet of paracord. Just taking the strands out, you get 700 feet, not including the outer casing.
Exactly.
So
actually, it's more like 2,100 feet
or 1,100. Cord. It depends on how much you can actually handle.
Yes, and there's Laura. You can use it as a tinder.
Yeah,
I've tried. It's not easy. It can be done, but it's not easy.
There is a version of paracord called Paratinder that you might want to check out.
And there's another thing. Paracord does eventually break down. I have things I have built and I left it out for a couple of years, and eventually it did start to get really hard and brittle.
Yeah, but that's after years.
Yes.
And usually at that time you need to replace it anyway because whatever you're tying together.
By that time I've built the trapper. If I'm like going out that long, by that time I built my trapper cabin and I don't need my paracord anymore. But
then
it's a big fight.
Your little ridge thing for storing your firewood for your trapper cabin.
Yeah.
One thing that was not mentioned, again, I came in late, so maybe if you did or didn't. Prepping is great, and prepping certain foods are great. But the only thing is, now, take the time to make 1 or 2 meals out of your prep, because you don't want to shock your system and going totally on whatever meals that you've collected. That will shock your system. So 1 or 2 meals a week. Build up your system so that you can live off this stuff where it will not irritate you.
Yep. You can do that to build up the tolerance, but I mean, in my case, I've never had that issue. I straight went like a whole week just eating nothing but Mountain House meals, and I was eating the lasagna and the biscuits and gravy for like a week straight. Just didn't eat nothing else but those. I didn't have an issue. But I'm also a fat guy, and us fat guys, we eat a lot of things.
Okay, you got a stomach of steel, but not a lot of people do.
I eat stuff people can't believe.
A pizza joint.
I was like, I'll find pizza in my car, and I'm like, oh, there's not mold on it.
Yeah, fat guys have a low tolerance for food that we just eat it. It's like it's not green.
I make a perfect survivalist. I have a steel stomach. I can eat anything.
Have you ever made hardtack or anything like that?
Personally, no.
No. I have eaten quite a few bugs just to eat them.
Just about everybody's eating a few bugs. Swallow a fly here and there.
No, I mean, like, I've done the termites. Termites ain't that bad. They taste kind of dirty.
Squishy.
Tree grubs are disgusting, but I know they're extremely healthy for you.
Yeah, it's like popping a giant booger.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is, and it explodes in your mouth. But I will say this: if you do get some fat and you fry them, you do cook a little of the nutrients out of them, but they're far easier to eat.
Maybe time.
Grasshoppers are supposed to be super nutritious. Bleh.
It's
Cicadas.
time.
Yeah, cicadas are good. I ate bologna sandwich that sat in my car.
Tom wants to know who keeps containers, pill bottles, Ziploc bags, or Ziploc Mylar bags, coffee creamer, cans, stuff like that.
Well, pill
I
bottles
do.
always, especially
I keep
for
my
like
pill
lighters and
bottles.
stuff.
Those things make for great, really small fishing kits.
Yeah, make really good small fishing kits out of them. Yep.
I have to take aspirin for my heart every day. So
That's right, Jeff. You just made it in time for the last giveaway here. We're over 3 hours. We're gonna do this giveaway, and then we're gonna end this.
no, I'm not doing one after this.
Unless we
Don't
start
forget
talking
to
about
stock up
socks.
on medicine, either painkillers especially, because you can use them as trade, and just put in some little tabs to keep it fresh.
Now, a lot of people use the straw method, where you put like 1 or 2 tabs in a straw, and then you just heat seal the ends.
Oh, Cody just got the sock jokes. That's you went and watched the video. All right, so let me screen share this.
Hey, Jeff.
It was actually a very good, survival thing at the beginning. It went to hell when small water came. We'll just blame him. All right, I found this one. I ain't never seen it before, but it's an internal frame, 70-liter backpack, water resistant, hiking day pack. It looks pretty legit.
Is it hydration compatible?
I don't know. I haven't read everything.
He's calling. He like pops it up and he's like, "Is it hydration compatible?" Give the man a few seconds.
I can't read what it says in there.
Well, I can't read. I can read most of it, but
most of them have an inner pocket for those. Most packs.
Maybe it's in the picture. Yeah, I think it's yeah.
it looks like it's hydration compatible.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
It's even got a rain cover. That's good.
Yeah, it's got a rain cover.
I hate
There's
how
a
they make
video.
those things like the brightest freaking color humanly possible.
I know, for the
Especially
rain
trying
cover.
to not be seen.
I know. Winter
Like,
needs
oh,
to do a
let's
review for us, JV. That's a
Bright
grab.
freaking orange.
This is a decent pack. It's a 70-liter for $60. So whoever wins this, I'd like to see a video out of you.
No thanks.
I want to.
I got enough backpacks. I'm not even going to go in on this one.
I got so many, but I keep buying more because I'm stupid.
I just bought mine. I liked it's actually a pretty decent one. It's not big, but it works as a day pack.
All right, we'll do 1 to 50 again. Let me think of a number.
Same rules as before.
No, it only comes in the one color. I actually checked that. It only comes in the black, so. Huh.
Most of those freaking bags, you can't get water in them. They'll freaking leak like a sieve. That's why most of them have those rain covers.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably one of the few people in this chat, on this chat, or even in like out of the people watching that actually has a waterproof.
Nope, I got one.
Me too.
I got one.
Mine's an old one. Mine's like a 90s REI version, and that thing actually has the rubber liner on the inside.
I haven't typed go in the chat yet. So, all right, rules. Do not put a number until I put go in the chat. I will type go in the chat. Once you see go in the chat, you can put a number in. Oops, I forgot to stop sharing. Then I can't even talk. Choose one number. Closest without going over or gets it right on wins. And yeah, I don't even remember. You all know the rules.
G-O-U-G-H?
I'm
JV's tired apparently.
I've had enough. I
Because the
stayed up
18-hour
way
shift
too
the
late
day
last
before
night.
wasn't enough.
He was on my channel.
I actually got up at 6 o'clock this morning after that too.
How? You went to bed like
One
Yeah.
after one.
Yeah.
it was like
I was
2
up at-
a.m. his time, wasn't it? Because what time is it over there for you, JV?
Right now it's 10 o'clock.
Oh, so
10
you're on
o'clock for
okay,
me,
you're the
too.
next time zone over.
Yeah, we're in the same time zone.
All right, there's the go. The go's in there.
I don't see it. There you go.
3.145.
3.145.
I figured I'd go
Oh, I'm
big
not
or
even
go
watching.
home. I went big or went home. That's the only way I'm going to do it.
Well, nobody's actually even that close.
I figured you wouldn't do the same number twice, so I picked a different number.
Oh,
No.
I can't
only-
go over.
there's only 15 people in here, so I think that's probably about it. I'll give it a few minutes though, just in case somebody's running slow.
I run slow because I'm a fat guy.
If no one comes close, do we do it again?
No, because I did see somebody came pretty dang close.
I swear, it better not be Tom.
It won't be me.
It better not be
No
Tom.
whammies. I like that.
It's like no whammies.
What
no
up,
whammy,
Jeff?
no whammy, no whammy.
Really
Stop.
I see you've been out fishing a lot, Jeff.
What's up, PPN?
Grace and I chose the extreme opposite of each other.
Pond just snuck in.
Penn State wins. Hey, I can drag it.
You
All right.
can your backpack.
I'm going to put stop. I hope everybody guessed. Number was 35.
I think
Boxy.
somebody actually nailed
Boxy
that.
got it.
No, somebody had 25.
Boxy had 33.
Yep, Boxy got 33. He wins. Boxy is the man.
So Penn
Way to go,
State did win.
Boxy.
Penn State did win.
I got no idea. I don't watch sports.
Neither
I
do
find
I.
them boring.
Yeah.
Would you get mad if I say what's Penn State?
Actually, that used to be my favorite college football team.
I
Back
don't
when I
watch
watched football.
I don't even play football.
Oh, I thought that was where the Penn State was where they made all the ballpoint pens.
No, pens. Like hog pens.
Oh, that'll work too. Wink, 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 wink.
Add that to the code.
Wink, wink, nod, nod, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, Cliff, we know that too many of the same shows. Okay.
All right, everybody. That is it. I've had enough of y'all.
No, you haven't. But you're tired. You need to get some sleep.
I do need to get some sleep.
Then I'm gonna go like this. Sleep.
To all the guests I had on here tonight, I had a pretty good variety. People that jumped up here.
You are getting.
No, you don't have to do that. I'm going to. My bed's literally right there. I'm going to hit end and flop like a whale.
Watch out for your socks.
Yeah, JV, take off your socks right now.
Actually, they're already off. Those were off because I took a nap for like a half hour earlier. And I kicked them off.
Oh. JB, when you started talking about your socks, I thought about the joke from Police Academy. I'm not sure if you remember seeing that one where they took off his socks after sniffing them and threw them against the locker and they stuck.
Oh, yep.
On that note, we're going to end this live, people. Thanks for joining us. Hope you all had a good time.
Love you, brother.
I hope you got a little info out of our not stupidity, too. So, later, everybody.
Night.
Good night, everyone.
Love you all.